And we are ready to roll. Are we ready? There we go. Now we're ready to roll now, and we're dropping
All right,
we're
Keith.
dropping the bombs.
Cool.
All right.
I want to put a promo on the channel saying you're live so
All
people
right.
know.
Nice. All right. Good to hear. I appreciate that. We got Arknolia, Stroke of Bean. We got YR with us. This is episode 42 of Arknolia and the Doctor here. I'm Dr. Earl here, and we're continuing our discussion on the 1970s music world there. We're about to drift into the soft rock genre here. Groups like Poco. We already discussed Poco,
We
but
already
we're
did Poco.
yeah, we did. We
Yeah,
also
they're
Yeah.
they're
yeah,
country rock anyway.
yeah, so yeah, and we're going to probably dive into groups like Bread.
Yeah, in fact, that's my first one. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
Bread. David Gates and his band there. They were going to come up with a lot of interesting stuff there that was played on there. We already touched on the Carpenters as well, but there were
Yeah.
Seals and Crofts. Did we ever do Seals and Crofts?
No, we'll get to them though.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. We got to
one
get to
They're
quick
that.
good
thing
ones.
on the Carpenters, like I mentioned last time, but
Yeah,
if y'all haven't, I know you guys have, but around Christmas time,
yeah,
that's some of the best Christmas music is the Carpenters
Oh
Christmas.
yeah.
yes.
They
So
still play that through
really
November
is.
and December on all the soft rock stations out there, without a doubt.
Dogs on the
That,
fire, fill me with desire. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Absolutely. They were like one of the,
Sure. Like Breaking Benjamin?
huh?
Do you like Breaking Benjamin?
There was a couple of songs I heard from them from 2012. That was about
I'm
it.
not
Yeah, a
that
couple of them.
familiar with them, but when we get there, hopefully I will be more because I'm doing some research.
So wait, so basically, Keith, so the list for this episode are soft rock,
Yeah.
70s or
Seven,
80s or
70s.
both.
We
70s.
might creep into the 80s now and then because 70s and 80s, for the most part, till we get to disco,
Yeah.
are pretty much combined for me.
Yeah.
Well, so a name like Barry Manilow would be on your list, perhaps.
We'll discuss him, but I have no list for him.
Oh, would he be 70s or 80s?
70,
I think
mostly
he's more.
70. 70s
Yeah,
for sure, man.
Se-
All the songs he
and
70s
came
his
out
rock.
big
with.
thing, the funny thing about him, his big thing was actually commercials.
Yeah.
He did a
Yes.
lot of commercials.
And working, playing piano for Bette Midler at times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was more of a songwriter, even though you know, he had a few. Well, there's like Copacabana.
Yeah.
Uh,
I Can't Smile Without You.
yeah, but a lot of his stuff got done by other people.
Yeah, as well. And he did a couple others as well. I mean, he did a cover of Meatloaf's Read 'em and Weep back in around 83, I remember, which is pretty good sounding there.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with him other than okay. It definitely fit the soft rock thing.
I think I know what you're talking about with that right there, man.
Here's kind of one of those things that he's okay once in a while, but boy, I wouldn't want to live listening to him.
I know. It's like,
Well,
there.
you know how they have the Houston rodeo, Dr. Brown,
Yes, I know.
and it's really big in concert.
A lot of people are talking about that. Yeah.
One year they had Barry Manilow
Oh,
for
wow.
performer,
Oh
and I saw
gosh.
him.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting there.
Pretty boring. I was like a little kid and stuff. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? But
I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't really pay to see Barry Manilow. I would probably prefer,
now,
let's
did he
say,
pass
Seal.
away?
No,
Did
he's
he pass
still, no, he's still
still
living.
alive?
No, he's still
Or
living.
did he have some type of like cancer or something?
No,
Or
not that I know of.
something?
No,
All right.
but what it was, but he did reveal a couple years back that he was gay after
That's
all
what it
these
was.
years.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, honestly, I'm not surprised, but hey,
What?
that's okay. That's his thing, I suppose.
Yeah, but then again, you also got to remember there was another soft rock artist named Peter Allen who was also gay as well.
I wonder why. I wonder how Elton John and Bill Manilow they never hooked up, maybe, or I wonder how
I
both
don't know.
'70s artists. You know.
Yeah, but then again, Delton John's a diva many times. If you ever saw this little movie that his boyfriend at the time, now his husband or wife or whichever, did a movie on him, where he
Beard.
just throws all these tantrums left and right here. I hate videos. I hate doing this. Fucking bad. Blah, blah.
What?
Yeah, he did. I
Wow.
remember seeing clips of it. It's like one of his roadies, he's looking at the camera. It's like, this is what he's like.
No,
Well,
I
I'm looking
never
forward
saw
to.
Barry Manilow, but I did see Elton John. I went to a concert with him and Billy Joel,
Oh
actually.
yeah, the Piano Men Live, I guess it was called.
Yeah, it was actually a phenomenal concert.
Oh yeah, and remember, did he also did each cover each other's tunes? I know.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a little bit in there where Billy Joel played an Elton John song, Elton John played a Billy Joel song.
Oh, was it like both on stage or separate sets?
They were both pretty much there together.
Oh, nice, cool. That's interesting. Worth checking out there.
Yeah, I saw them in the now defunct Irving Stadium.
Ah,
That
nice.
stadium's gone.
Oh wow, must have been somewhere in the '90s, I believe. I think it was, right?
Sounds right. I think so.
Yeah.
Someday I need to sit down and list all the concerts I've seen because
Oh.
I've seen some great ones.
That'll
Wow.
be a good fucking. We should do that, Brown.
What?
Do a list of all of the concerts we've been to.
Oh yeah, I got a few of them. Well, I should probably list them whether it's in a club or it's in a theater or it's
Well,
in
yeah.
or an arena. There, definitely all of it. It doesn't matter there.
All
Definitely.
right.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen Trower 3 times
Oh, nice.
in a club, a theater, and a regular venue.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
And are you familiar with a place in Austin? What's the name of that place?
Mm,
The Bees or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know. I've never been to Austin. Never have.
Because they have an outdoor stadium type thing,
Ah.
and I went all the way down there from where I am
Mm.
to see Trower and Frampton together.
Ah, nice. Cool.
Oh, it was great
Oh, yeah.
because I'm a big Trower fan, and
I know, yeah. You
I
mentioned
like
that.
Frampton too.
Oh,
So
yeah. Now, I'm thinking right now of an album that Trower put it out called In City Dreams, which my best
oh,
friend,
that
friend,
is a good album.
yeah. A lot of effects on this guitar, which I should also say as well.
In fact, one of my favorite songs on that is the title song.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. One emotional song for me is called Bluebird from that album. That
Oh, Bluebird's
I
good.
Ooh.
almost gonna went to tears while listening at one time.
Well, when we get to Trower, I definitely have a list for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Bridge of
Now,
Sighs.
speaking of soft rock, Dr. Brown, in the
Yeah.
Houston area, the local soft rock station, Sunny 99.1.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah, I know a couple of times Uber drivers had that station on a few times when I'm taking my one all the way to work and back at times there.
What would like Detroit's or like a Michigan?
Well,
Were you formerly?
Well, the
Or was there
Detroit.
softer?
Well, there was. Well, it was about the same. Well, most. I don't know how the soft rocks back in Michigan are in the southeast area, but there was this one based in Dearborn called WNIC, and remember that Pillow Talk program I mentioned a few times that
Yes.
started at 7 and ended at midnight with all the love songs played throughout the whole program.
Yes.
You know, that was the station that broadcast. That was the station that had that show there. The guy who ran it, his name was Alan Allman, who sadly passed away a couple years back. He was nobody knew what he looked like, but he had this soft, seductive voice, and he'll play all these little poems here and there, dedications here, and they would play songs like "You Are My Lady" by Freddie Jackson. They would play songs like
Yeah,
Luther
I like
Vandross.
the occasional love song,
Mhm.
but 3 or 4 hours of them would kind of
Oh.
drive me crazy.
Yeah,
There's a rap song called Pillow Talk.
raps.
It goes, yeah,
Yes.
you pillow talking to these hoes. You pillow
Oh, come on.
pillow talking to
Keith,
these
Keith,
hoes.
Keith, Keith,
Come
Keith,
on,
Keith,
man.
Keith, 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 Keith,
Come on,
Keith,
man.
Keith.
It's not a rap
Save
show.
it for a rap music show, okay?
Okay.
And
Oh.
if I've got to say, which I guess I do,
Yeah.
we won't cover rap other than just touch on it.
All right.
Because there's a couple of
Yeah,
things
Keith.
here and there that I like pretty well, but by and large, as a genre, they just left the sea out for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer
Keith, we
I
need
prefer
to focus on,
the subjects here,
which
too.
you know about too. I mean, Keith comes in there with the surprising,
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
guys, I thought we'd start with bread.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
David
Boy,
Gates.
that one definitely defines soft rock.
Yeah.
Keith, look up that band, Bread.
Yeah.
Look that over
That
real
is
quick.
a good band with a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
And they didn't just stay soft rock. Every once in a while, they'd rock out there with a couple of good ones,
Yeah.
which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 10 I've got is It Don't Matter to Me, which everybody should know that song.
Yep.
And my number 9 is Baby, I'ma Want You. Baby, I Need You.
Yep.
Number 8 is Make It With You.
Yeah, which Teddy Pendergrass did an excellent cover of for the Elektra 40th anniversary collection.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty damn good there.
And my number 7, I'm going kind of deep in a track, but this one actually rocks. It's a song called Truckin'.
Oh,
Pretty decent little song.
interesting. You should
Is it a
look that
Grateful Dead song as well?
Well, no,
It's
Grateful Dead had a song like that, but that's not
It's
the
a
song.
different. It's two different songs there, basically.
But if you want a good rock and bread listen, it's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
My number 6 is Everything I Own. My number 5 is Guitar Man.
Which I remember, which one of the Uber drivers had that satellite radio playing on the way there to my workplace.
And that's a pretty nice little song with some good wah-wah in it.
Yeah, slide guitar with a wah-wah pedal there, the crybaby pedal, as it's called.
Yes. You want to see mine? Put it on camera.
All right.
I just gotta get the the chord for it.
Oh, yeah.
You see it?
I see it. Yes, I had that as well, man. I had that. Sadly, I don't have it with me, unfortunately. It's probably back somewhere in Michigan.
Boy, I had all the stuff. Wah-wah pedal, an effects pedal. Actually, I had 3 different effects pedals.
Oh, man. I had
Was
to
this
feel
bread
myself.
group? This bread group, they use a lot of pedals?
Not generally.
No. It was mostly, I guess it was acoustic guitar and clean guitar, at times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my number 4 song is probably what I would consider their best, softest song was a song called If. Which,
I think
if you heard it, you'd know it.
I think I have heard it a few times, yes, sir.
If the world would stop revolving, spinning slowly into space.
Yeah.
I don't know the words off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking about this one song where someone like She Wouldn't Show It, something like that. It was real slow touch.
We're going to get to that one.
All
I know
right,
which
good,
one you're
good.
talking about.
Yes.
My number 3 is another rocker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a song called Mother Freedom. And that one does rock. My number 2 also rocks a little bit. Let Your Love Go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think I heard of that.
Yeah, these are songs that you may not know them by titles, but if you heard them, you'd know them.
Yep.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
And my number 1 is the one you mentioned, Diary.
Yeah, that's the one that's called.
That one is a great song.
Yeah, very
And
touching as well. Yeah, very touching.
Yeah, it's got one of those messages that he's thinking that she's writing about him, but no, she's writing about someone else.
I know. That's got
But
to
he
bust.
still cares.
Yeah. Is what's kind of funny, the guy who
Sickening.
What?
Okay.
I know. I know
Well,
that
yeah,
that happened to me a couple of times back in Michigan. I can tell you that. So I know the feeling.
But it's a
Yep.
good little song.
Yeah. And also a credit to David Gates. This song he did for a solo record. He did. Remember the Goodbye Girls song for the movie of the same name?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good song. That Pillow Talk program still plays that song. Yeah, well, I don't think that program's no more because Alan Allman, as I mentioned, passed away. So I don't know if that program still exists with another host or whichever. Because right now, the one right now is this woman named Delilah. It kind of like plays some more softer stuff there.
Okay, the next list I have, which we may skip to later, is Bob Seger's System.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really soft rock.
It's more
but
60s rock.
Good stuff.
Oh, the Bob Seger system. That's
Yeah.
different from the Iron.
Silver Bullet Band, yes.
Well, yeah, Bob Seger and whoever he was with,
Yeah,
because he was never a real solo artist.
yeah.
I guess you could make a case for this being soft rock, because he didn't really bust out like a lot of people do.
Well, he did, but he released some good jams like Death Row, 2 plus
Yeah.
2, and he also had this one called Lucifer. You know, of course, Rambling Gambling Man.
Yeah.
You know, but some of the stuff, did get played a lot on soft rock stations like We Got Tonight. Traveling Man, Beautiful Loser.
Let's
know,
go ahead.
Yeah.
like a rock.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to mention songs.
Hollywood
that you guys
Nights.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Against the Wind.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know,
Title
of
cut.
course,
Title.
Turn the Page.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
My number 10 by him is a song called Till It Shines.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing that song as well. Stranger in Town's the name of that
Let's
album.
go Islanders, baby. Let's go Islanders tonight.
Ah.
The game just came on. Or it's just
nice.
come on.
Cool.
Yes.
My number 9 is still the same, which you guys mentioned just a second ago.
Yep. Hmm.
That's a good little song.
Also,
Wait,
from
hold
the-
on a minute.
There's
So
a lot
you're-
of soft rock.
what's up?
Wait, hold on a minute. So you're in your Bob Seger system list. You're putting in just all any Bob Seger songs with.
Yeah, it's just
Silver
Bob
Band?
Seger.
It
and
doesn't
whoever
really.
he-
It doesn't really matter on this list. A lot of them are good. He hasn't
Oh.
come up with a good song. It doesn't matter.
All right,
you know?
since I don't have a list made, if you don't have any on your list, I'll throw out them after your list.
All right.
Okay.
'Cause
Nice.
I have a big Bob Seger fan here.
Nice.
My
Cool.
number 8 is Rambling Gambling Man, which is a great, I guess what
My
you
first
call it.
concert.
Yeah, and it's one of those songs that's kind of like, oh, this is Bob Seger? Okay. Because I
Yeah.
think that was his first big hit.
Yeah.
Now, was
And
it that
number-
song? I'm sorry, real quick. That song you just mentioned. Is it? Is it like
That's-
Rambling Man? I'm just
Well,
a rambling man.
It's close to
Gambling
that, but-
Man.
Was that song in
Gambling
Joe
Man.
Dirt?
Yep. That's the
Joe
song.
Dirt?
Joe
Okay,
Dirt.
okay.
I think it may.
Yes.
I never saw Joe Dirt, so I wouldn't really know. So, but I imagine I would not be surprised if it was on that movie there.
Yeah. And my number 7 is Hollywood Nights.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Song.
great song. What year is that off of?
1978. The album Stranger in
Wow.
Town.
See, now that was my first concert.
Stranger in
with Bob
Downtown was a
Seger.
great album.
Hmm.
My number 6 is his cover of Fortunate Son.
Yeah. From the
Did a
Like a
good job.
Great song and a great version of that one there. And I remember hearing that at a record store and a couple of times on radio. That came out on the Like a Rock album from '86.
My number 5 is Against the Wind.
Brian, can you play it on guitar?
I think I can, yes. It's been a while since I heard that song. It is a very touching song. A man looking back
Yes.
all the regrets and memories of his life and what he did in his past, and how he's much a rebel back in the day, and now he's older. He's got all these bills and commitments to take care of, like family and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can
Yep.
I talk about the song "Fortunate Son"?
Go ahead, Keith. Yeah.
Okay, it's not about the Vietnam War. It's about classes in
Privilege,
America.
you're right.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I
That's
just
an
looked
old
that up
Creedence
right
song.
before Wire called
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Where was that? The 4.
Hmm.
Night Moves.
Yeah. From the album
Oh.
the same name,
And now, what year is that out?
1976.
This is all. Wow, this is all in OR's heyday.
Yep.
My number 3 is We've Got Tonight.
Oh yeah, classics tune from him.
Why don't you stay?
Yeah. And by the way, avoid the Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton cover they did that was done a
And
couple
do
years
that
later.
one.
Through that one, I don't know. Just stick with the original, folks.
If possible. There are some covers
That are pretty
better
good. That are good, but some that just go.
and listenable. And others that are kind of like, you did that?
What about what about like Metallica? How they cover a lot of songs? Do y'all not like any of those covers? Tucker?
They did do a good job with Turn the Page. I will say there, yeah, yeah.
which is, by the way, my number 2.
Ah,
Classic.
And I like the studio version, but the live version, to me, off that first album, the Silver Bullet Band,
yeah.
is the definition of Turn the Page.
Now, did you like that saxophone in there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean that whole thing was just amazing.
Yeah. By the way, rest in peace to the sax player Alto Reed. He passed away around December of last year.
Yeah, my number 1 might surprise you. It's a song called Main Street.
Oh yeah,
Down on
from Night
Main
Moves. Yeah.
Street.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun,
that to me is
dun,
just
dun.
an incredible
Yes.
song with a great story.
Yes, I know.
I mean, it's just
Infatuation with the Dancer.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I guess it takes place in Royal Oak, Michigan. I guess the story.
I think so. I think so.
Now, a couple honorable mentions, and this is a
Oh, yeah,
definitely
go
a
ahead.
soft
Absolutely.
note.
Oh yeah, dude.
I have a few of those too, but let's hear yours.
Now, this is a song I do play on my program a lot. It's called "Still the Same."
Yeah.
Still the
Oh
same.
yeah,
Good song
Great
there.
song. Good karaoke song too. You know it. And I mean, you really did mention pretty much all of them. I mean, Like a Rock, go in there, of
Yep.
course,
Yep.
which was on the Chevrolet commercials for years in
Yep.
the 90s.
Yep. Surprise. No surprise there.
You'll accompany me.
You'll come and see Bob Seger. Was my first concert. Like probably like 1995 or something.
Wow.
You know, so it's probably like 5 or 6, or like 4 or 5, something like that. And I do remember that. It was at the Summit in Houston,
Wow.
where they have the Lakewood Church now. Osteen.
Where
Osteen's
Joe
church now.
Osteen has his place
Yeah.
now.
And yeah, I mean, now he retired a few years ago. He did his last little tour, and people were saying it was really good.
Yeah, I think he was the last performance at the Palace at Auburn Hills back in Michigan before that
Wow.
place closed down. He was the last performer there. You know, they were shutting down. They were closing that place, and of course Bob Seger, whole Michigan hero, rock and roll hero. You know, they figured it'd be a nice ending there to a nice venue there.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you've got Beautiful Loser and Traveling Man.
Yep. hmm Which to this day still is played on the radio on these classic rock stations there.
Roll Me Away.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Rock
old
and
time
Roll
rock
Never
and roll.
Forgets. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That old time.
And
rock
who
and
cannot
roll.
forget
That's in a
how-
lot of commercials.
Yeah, and also, well, it's also let's not forget the movie Risky Business with Tom Cruise, in which he is singing with his long
Oh yeah.
sleeve shirt and his underwear on and white socks. That propelled that song to be a major hit once again. Because it was the first a minor hit back in '78, and it became really big thanks to that scene in that movie there.
Got another one I liked pretty well too that I don't know why I left off the list, but I did. One called Feel Like a Number.
Oh yeah, which you feel like just a regular person, but even though you're a man, you know, damn it, I'm a man.
Yeah, but Bob Seger is definitely an artist worth talking about. For sure.
Absolutely. I think he put out another record not too long ago, I guess, and some studio release of compilation of some earlier stuff or the studio new recordings. I have to check sometime there.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups that do that. I mean, the last Pink Floyd album is basically outtakes from.
Various sessions they had, you know.
Yeah,
I know.
but it's definitely worth a listen.
Yeah,
I
I did.
mean,
Yeah, I heard
Some groups' outtakes are better than other groups'
Yeah,
regular songs.
that's true. Very true there. And let's see here. All right, gotcha. And
Okay, if we don't have any more Bob Seger, I got my next one.
okay, go ahead, man.
The Doobie Brothers.
Oh man, oh man. There you go. Interesting. You know,
Gotta talk about those guys.
Absolutely, because they started out as a hippie group. When you think about it, there, I guess you would say they got Michael McDonald, later
Yeah, there's
on.
at
Then they,
least two versions of the Doobie Brothers.
yeah,
Actually, about three.
yeah.
I know
Donald.
2 songs from the Doobie Brothers.
Which ones?
Listen to the music
Yep,
and Long Train Running.
yeah.
Yeah,
The ones with Tom Johnson as their front man.
Yep.
yeah. And that was my favorite era, although I do like some of the Michael McDonald stuff. But my favorite era is that early era.
Ah,
And let's see, how many do I have here? I only did 10. Okay, well,
ah.
we'll
There
go
you
with
go.
that.
All right, go ahead.
My number 10 is Dark Eyed Cajun Woman. And I'll have some stuff here that's kind of deep. My number 9 is Wheels of Fortune, which is from the McDonald era.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8 is The Captain and Me, which is a good song. It's the title song of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Good song.
Yeah.
And my number 7 is a song called Clear as the Driven Snow.
Mm.
And I'm taking it you haven't heard some of these.
Not yet. I have heard Long
What
Train
was
Running.
the artist on? What was the artist on this one?
Doobie Brothers.
Oh,
Doobie Brothers. Yeah, this is the Tom Johnson era, I believe.
Yeah, for the most part. I delve kind of deep in this group. My number 6 is a song called Road Angel.
Mm.
My number 5 for them is a cover of a Byrd song.
Mm.
Their version of Jesus is Just All Right, which
Yes, I heard a couple of times in the past. Yeah.
is actually different but the same.
Yeah.
Because that bit they do in the middle
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the original Byrd song. It was something they added,
Yeah.
which to me kind of enhanced the song. My number 4 is a song called White Sun off that same album, which I believe is Toulouse Street.
Mm.
My number 3 is Disciple.
Yep.
6-minute rocker.
Ah, nice.
My number 2 is For Someone Special, which is actually, if I recall, it's their bass singer singing that song.
Oh, wow.
It's off of the McDonald one, first one, Take It to the Streets.
Ah.
And my number 1, excuse me, is a song off an album that doesn't get a lot of play called I Cheat the Hangman.
Mm.
Nice old song.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of avoided the hits just because everybody knows those songs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I was going to ask
Long
that.
Train Running, China Grove, you know.
Yep. Yeah, which is, I'm going to ask, what's that one cover? I believe this was a cover. It's like, do do da da do wah. I remember that was, I think, was that Aretha Franklin, the cover? I think it was. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Do it again. That sounds similar. Is it on like TV?
I know it's a cover. I cannot think of it off the top of my head.
Keith. Is it a
Dang
Motown?
gummit.
Is it a Motown thing?
I'm thinking maybe.
Keith, what do you think? Motown wise.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it.
All right.
They have a lot of songs that I'd consider an honorable mention.
It's kind of funny that nowadays, the Tom Johnson era still gets played on classic rock stations, while the Michael McDonald era often gets played on mostly jazz stations a few times, Minute by Minute, What a Fool Believes, So they often, because McDonald often added to that the old Motown soul to the group elements.
You Belong to Me, Echoes of Love.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Taking It to the Streets.
Yep.
It Keeps You Running.
Yeah, absolutely. Which featured, by the way, a drum machine, I understand, a rhythm track there on that track, one of the first.
Man. Then, of course, it was mentioned a while ago by Keith, Listen to the Music.
Yep.
Yeah. love that.
Toulouse Street, Rocking Down the Highway.
Mm-hmm.
Blackwater, folks.
Yep.
Another Park, Another Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes of Silver.
Now, Keith, when you listen to "Oh, how listen to me," you listen to that, Keith. Like, what do you like doing? Go to the beach? Like, what kind of song is that to you? What does that represent to you? That song?
No, it doesn't represent anything. I used to listen to it when I exercise in my room.
Ah.
It's like you. Like, when's the first time you heard it, and what made it draw to you?
I was at my neighbor's house and they had on the classic rock station and they played. I think it was the
Nice.
classic rock station. They played that song, and it was just I loved it. That was a long time ago, and there wasn't YouTube around.
All right.
Mm.
So now it's like all the music I listen to is just on YouTube now.
Ah.
Yeah.
And you can easily look that up, Doobie Brothers. And,
Yeah, it's like nowadays it's the only place to find some of the stuff that we are speaking of, since most of the stores out there that sell records usually focus on the either compilations or the main selling albums.
Yeah, and if I was going to pick two Doobie Brothers albums that I'd say start with, it would both be from the Tom Johnson era, and it would be The Captain and Me and Toulouse Street.
Ah.
Those are both great albums. And then I believe the third one's called Stampede, which has got some good stuff on it. In fact, I Cheat the Hangman, my number one, which is a very moody song, I guess, for lack of a better word, but it's definitely worth a listen.
All right. All right.
And I think it was shortly after that they moved into the McDonald era.
Yeah, the story was that Johnson came down with some sort of illness, and they had to find somebody to fill his spot temporarily until Johnson came back, and so they found Michael McDonald. He had came and filled in those spots, and Johnson came back, he was ready to roll again, but they didn't let Michael McDonald go because they praised him too much.
Yeah, and actually he did contribute. I mean, his stuff is different, but it's not bad different. Mm-hmm. Sometimes a new member joins a band and they suddenly go from different to bad different.
Yeah.
But not in that case. It was different, but it was not bad. It was just
a new direction that people really did like in the end.
Well, it's kind of like Hagar joining Van Halen.
Yeah.
Different, but not bad. Just different.
Yeah.
Were the Doobie Brothers into smoking cannabis?
Oh, obviously, man. That's where the name. Remember the phrase "Let's smoke doobie"? That's where it came from.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had at least 2 albums before Toulouse Street that were more of kind of, I guess you'd call like, what are we gonna try? I don't know. But they're not bad. They're early stuff. A lot of groups, their early stuff is not that good, and some groups, their early stuff is just as good as their later stuff.
Ah.
But the Doobie Brothers are definitely worth listening to for any folks out there that are listening.
All right. That's true there.
What's that band that sings Magic Carpet Ride?
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
We did them a while back.
Like in a lot of drugs?
I don't know, but it's kind of it's hard to tell because they came out with this anti-drug song, this fierce anti. Look up the lyrics to the song "The Pusher," and you'll know what I'm talking about there.
Okay.
It's the sweet leaf. The sweet leaf is the dealer is the guy who sells you the sweet leaf, the weed and stuff. But the pusher is the one that does the hard stuff like cocaine and heroin stuff. And then the chorus simply says John Kay is like, God damn the pusher man, where he just condemns the pusher man because, for the drugs he's pushing.
Because they also had a song on the next album called "Don't Step on the Grass, Sam," which was basically kind of like hey, don't talk about weed. You can talk about the other stuff, but don't talk about weed.
Yeah, stuff that's being spoken of today. By the way, all the weed activists out there.
Yeah, maybe step in with just smoked weed and didn't do anything else.
It would be
I think they
nice.
had a couple of members that got into the heavier stuff, and John Kay kicked them out.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Before I understand, yeah, because something else. The story was, and this adds to the stigma that many anti-drug activists, often talk about, saying, "Oh, weed is bad for you. It leads to other drugs," because they want to look for that next high. They get tired of the weed high, so they look for that other high from cocaine
Dr.
and
Brown,
heroin.
Dr. Brown,
Yeah,
Dr. Brown, did
yeah,
you
yeah.
just, you sound like, did you just hit the Tide stick earlier? Or?
The Tide stick?
Yeah, you smoke it?
No. Oh my gosh, no, dude,
You remember
yeah.
the Tide stick from Cheech and Chong? The Tide sticks
Oh,
they
I
have.
think so. I think you were talking about, yeah. No, I don't. I
Yes.
don't smoke the weed. I don't even
Oh.
smoke cigarettes, dude.
No, I think Dr. Earl and I both are the same on that subject.
Yeah,
I
there.
don't do
Right.
any kind. I don't even
Neither
like
do
taking
I. I mean,
medication.
it's best I don't now because if I was, I'd be a total fuck up because I'm a terrible creature of habit. You can ask my sister and brother-in-law there about that one.
Which was one of the reasons I never got into that, because I knew I would stick and never get free.
Well,
So I never
Yeah,
got into that.
yeah. I never tried alcohol because I knew it wasn't gonna be good.
No, I don't do alcohol either.
yeah. Last time I did it was back at when I saw that Motley Crue tribute band play at one of the venues near the Houston area there. And that was before the pandemic struck us from behind.
Yeah.
Next one I got a list on is Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits.
Oh yeah, very good group there. Very
Oh,
profound
I love
songwriter.
Sultans of Swing. I love the song Sultans of Swing.
Oh, you'll love the other
Yes.
Oh,
songs. Oh,
yeah.
you will love the other songs that this man had written.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You
know
will.
one more, but I forgot what it is.
Well, maybe I'll mention it.
Yeah, definitely. He
Uh,
has a few that are good.
My number 10 I've got is a song called Tunnel of Love.
Hmm. From the album Making Movies. I remember the video for that on the old MTV.
Yeah, my number 9 is Once Upon a Time in the West.
Mm.
My number 8 is Telegraph Road.
Yep.
Oh, what are we watching?
Is there a wrestling
no,
match?
not me. I'm not
Come on.
watching anything. I'm just going to the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Keith.
Sounds
My
like
number
there was
7 is Private Investigations.
Mm.
Number 6 is Love Over Gold.
Yeah. From the album with the same name.
Well, it's a little low, but I put Sultans of Swing as my number 5,
Mm.
mainly because it gets played to death. But I still like it. My number 4 is So Far Away.
From Brothers in Arms. Phenomenal album from them. Big album from them. Yeah.
My number 3 is Money for Nothing.
Hmm. Which, by the
Oh,
which we all know the story about. It's a song about all these bands on MTV with no talent, all this flash, all this videos, gimmicks and stuff, but not a good. But you're like, where's the song?
Yeah. And number 2 is Walk of Life.
Hmm. From the album Brothers in Arms as well.
that's the other song I like. Walk of Life.
Oh, that's a great song.
Yeah.
My number
Wow,
1 might
Keith.
surprise you, but I really, really like this song. Industrial Disease.
Oh my gosh, I was hoping
Oh,
you
my
get
God.
great song, great
Wow.
song for the Love Over Gold album, and I guess it takes on the economic situation that was going on in either the UK or the US. I guess
Yeah, that song was phenomenal.
it still is, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I said was. Didn't change.
Yeah.
Let's see, who have I got next here?
Hmm.
Let's not do them yet.
I should probably throw in this one song from the Brothers in Arms album, the one called "The Man's Too Strong."
Yeah.
Great song, great song from them.
For a limited output, because I don't think they've got but like 6 albums studio.
Yeah.
He had a lot of phenomenal songs.
Yeah. Oh, and also the title cut, Brothers in Arms, is pretty damn phenomenal, just as well.
Yeah, yeah. We'll jump now to this group started in the mid 70s and slipped on into the 80s too.
Hmm.
Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Oh, my goodness
I love
gracious.
Hall and Oates.
Mm.
I love Hall and Oates.
Yes.
They did some good stuff, I thought.
You know, much credit to Daryl Hall for being one of the best considered blue-eyed soul singers out there. You know.
Yeah. And it was hard to limit it to 10, but somehow I did it. My number 10 is Out of Touch.
Yep.
My number 9 is One on One.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah, we know that pretty well.
My number 8 is Bad Habits Infections.
Yeah.
Number 7 is It's a Laugh.
Mm.
Number 6, Do What You Want, Be What You Are. Number 5 is Rich Girl.
Oh, yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah, but that's song about what are those girls who feel that they're privileged, you know, this and that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Don't Change. I'm sorry, 4.
Oh.
I can't count. My number 3 is their cover of You Lost That Loving Feeling, which actually Oates sang.
Which is, well, they both sang it. You know, Oates was started, then Daryl would also get on
Do the
into
medley parts.
Yes, exactly. Great cover, that song there from 1980, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it slipped out of the 70s.
Yeah.
My number 2 is She's Gone.
Great
I always
song,
liked that one.
super sonic song there. One of the all-time classics.
Yeah, and my number
My
1
God.
is Sarah's Smile.
Which is
That's my favorite. That's my
Oh,
favorite.
wow.
which was
Boss
about.
That
just
is a
scored.
great song.
Burns just scored. Unbelievable.
Oh wow.
Shit.
So they got one over the Islanders, I take it,
Yes.
right? Oh wow.
Yes. Damn it.
Bone Thugs and Harmony sampled Sarah Smile in one of their songs.
Oh, wow.
Well, but then again,
the
both dogs.
song-
Go ahead.
Sarah Small in the chat.
No,
Oh,
it's Sarah
no.
Smile. The Bone Thugs and Harmony song is called Smokin' Buddha.
Hell, Bone Thugs and Harmony did the same with the Phil Collins song called "Take Me Home."
Yes. Yep.
But Hall & Oates, you know, a lot of people knock them, but they did some good songs.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
They did lots of them. You know, it's sad that I don't know. Are they still together? Because I know they haven't really done that much as of late. You know.
I don't know if they're together, but I know on YouTube there are some videos of, I guess, Hall's house or something
Yeah.
like that.
Daryl's house. Yeah, I remember that was on
Yeah.
TV for a while. The Access TV channel.
And they had a lot of interesting people there.
I
Saw
know,
Joe
Billy-
Walsh on one of them.
Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top was another.
Yeah. And they just basically jammed.
Yeah. On whichever song comes to mind, whether it's theirs or his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move to another soft rock, but it's more of a, well, midstream, I guess you call them.
Yeah.
REO Speedwagon.
Oh man. I guess yeah, mainstream rock, you know, often christened as, you know, the soft rock stuff because of the stuff they did in the 80s as well.
Yeah, most of my songs come from their mid, but actually some of their early songs are good.
You should probably check out the second album with the first with Kevin Cronin called REO 2, I guess it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Golden Country on it and Just Like
Oh,
You.
we'll get to Golden Country.
Oh, absolutely.
That's definitely on my list. Okay, my number 10 is Tough Guys, which is off the big album.
Yep.
Yeah, High Infidelity.
High Infidelity, yeah, that's the big one for them.
My number 9 is In Your Letter, which is also off that album.
Yep.
Number 8, Don't Let Him Go, which is on that album.
Big album for them when you look at it there.
Number 7 is Keep on Loving You, which is their hit off that album.
Yeah. A song
Number
which I
6,
no, which a song which I understand Cronin, Kevin Crowan, got up in the middle of the night. He had to sing it in his head, and as sleepy as he was, he wrote down the lyrics and melodies, and became a big hit there.
yeah. My number 6 is
Fidelity, yeah.
before
That's the
High
big one
Infidelity,
for me.
possibly their biggest hit, Riding the Storm Out.
Oh yeah. From the which album was it? The one there was the one with a different singer on it, and the one that gets
I
played on
believe the album was Riding the Storm Out, but I
yeah.
could be wrong.
Well, there was the original there that we mentioned there, and there was the one that was on the live album, which was played on the
Right.
radio a lot, basically there.
Yeah. Song's got an incredible hook with the synthesizer at the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Number 5 is back to High Infidelity.
Yep.
Take It on the Run.
Mm.
Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who.
They'd have been messing around.
Yeah. My number 4 is a song called Roll with the Changes,
Mm-hmm.
which is, God, I think that's the name of the album.
No,
No.
the album. No, the album is called
No.
"You Could Tune a Piano, but You Can't,
But You Can't
Tune a Fish." Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
gave me a vinyl copy of that album years back. There.
But Roll with the Changes is a great little song off that album.
Yeah.
And number 3 is a song called Back on the Road Again.
From 9 Lives, from
Yeah.
'79. Big hit
My
on the
number
radio
2,
then.
you talked about a minute ago, Golden Country.
Wow.
That song is a definite listen by this group.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like where the narrator encourages this person, don't turn your back while your country is burning. Get up there and fight.
Yeah. And my number 1 is Time for Me to Fly,
Mm-hmm.
which was a pretty big hit by them too, actually.
As well, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I just got a glimpse of my next one.
Okay.
Heart.
Oh my goodness, one of my favorites from them.
Wow.
I got into them pretty much accidentally. I heard a couple of their songs when I first started listening to rock and roll, like Straight Up and Dog and Butterfly. But it was an album of theirs called Baby Lestrange from 1980 that really got me into them. I still love that album today.
It's not on my list, but one thing I would recommend is on YouTube, look up their cover of Stairway to Heaven from
The Kennedy Center for the
right
respecting.
during the Zeppelin tribute.
Yes, it was
That's an
because they were often.
Incredible cover.
Yeah. Also, look up somewhere on YouTube their cover version of Zeppelin's "Rock and Roll" from 1980.
Yeah, I think the only place you can find it album-wise is on their Greatest Hits album.
Greatest Hits
First
Live, from 1980 as well. Dedicated to John Bonham because he had just died prior to this album coming out, and this was their homage to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually, I've seen them in concert. Great concert. In fact, one of my songs I liked so much in the concert, I just kept listening. I like this song, but we'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10 is Straight On, which
Yeah.
I believe is Soft Dog and Butterfly.
Yep, it is.
And number 9 is There's the Girl.
From
Number
87.
8 yeah, number 8 is Who We Run To, same album.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is Dreamboat Annie.
The first album.
My number 6 is Never.
Yep.
My number 5 is These Dreams.
Which features Nancy on vocals.
Yeah, and great cover.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 is Magic Man. I can't get enough of that song.
Yeah, but which was, by the way, written about Ann's boyfriend at the time. His name was Mike Fisher, who I
Yeah.
guess was like kind of like had a kind of like a criminal status. He was on the run from the U.S. authorities because he dodged a draft, so he hid somewhere in Vancouver, Canada, somewhere.
Yeah. My number 3 is BB Lestrange. I like that song.
Yeah, great album, by the way, as well for that where that track is from.
Yeah. And my number 2 is Alone.
Mm.
Okay, and my number one is the one that I heard in a concert. I liked it so much that I sat and listened to it and said to myself, yeah, this song's it for me, for them. Mistral Wind.
Oh man.
That song has some great guitar in it.
Yeah.
And it's just a good little song. I think they closed the show with that song, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, interesting there. Good song there. I remember both the live and the studio version, because the live version was on the Greatest Hits Live from the 1880s just as well.
Just trying to remember.
Unimportant.
I missed some good ones, but hey.
One thing I'm surprised that What About Love wasn't on there, included on the list, because that was the one that really broke it big for them in the 80s there.
Yeah, it brought them back, kind of.
Now, weren't they, didn't they have like a scandal, like they were lesbians together?
Yeah, that was their previous record label's fault there. They were signed to this record label called Mushroom Records, which distributed the Dreamboat Annie album, and they used one of the outtakes from the cover there, which features Anna and Nancy facing opposite ends, almost like they looked like they were topless there, and they took out a full page ad in Rolling Stone magazine, and he put the title, "It was only their first time," and it was meant to look like, I guess, the way it was their only first time cracking the charts with this album, but it was presented it as they were made to look like lesbians in a way, and that was an attempt, and that was an attempt to sell records. The phrase "controversy creates cash."
They kindly did that.
In fact, that's where the idea for the song "Barracuda" came from, because some schmowad was asking Ann, "How's your lover?" "Oh, Mikey's pretty good." "No, your sister. Aren't you two lovers?" And she got pissed off over that, and she wrote the lyrics to "Barracuda."
Which is
another great song.
Yep.
Keith, isn't your is your aunt a dyke?
No.
Wait, who's a dyke?
She's a SJW.
Who?
One of my aunts is a SJW.
Keith, do you know any dykes?
No.
Oh. Keith, where you at, man?
I'm in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, obviously. I was gonna say.
I didn't Flush your toilet. On the list, which should have been included on the list.
Flush your toilet when you're done. Wash your hands.
Yeah. A Rockin' Heaven Down.
Oh yeah, from Baby Lestrange as well.
Even It Up.
Same album.
And Dog and Butterfly.
Yeah, title cut from the album, the same name. And by the way, here's a little fact. The song What About Love? That was originally recorded by a Toronto-based group called Toronto.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know that either until I found it accidentally there.
Then I got a couple off the first album I should include. Crazy on You.
Yep.
Sing Child. And then off the album that had never, well, you mentioned What About Love? I See It Now.
Yep.
If Looks Could Kill.
Yep.
You'd Be Laying on the Floor.
Yep.
And off the Barracuda, you got Barracuda, Love Alive, Little Queen.
Little Queen, the album.
And then that obligatory album to Mushroom, Heartless.
Yep. The magazine album.
Yeah.
That was the album that they were working on time with that issue with their record label came up with that ad there, and they sued the record label, to get off the contract. They later signed with CBS, and the courts allowed Mushroom to release that album with a bunch of studio tracks and a couple live tracks as well.
The cover of "I've Got the Music in Me," which is phenomenal. That's
pretty
a cover
good. Yeah, it
is.
It's interesting. The original.
It's actually better than the original. And
I heard
she did a cover of "Tell It Like It Is."
Oh yeah, which is also features the power horn section there.
Yeah, and that.
Oh, like we need to hear that, man.
You ever heard of Mute?
Wait, but
my phone's in my pocket.
You told him to flush.
Yeah, but I was expecting you to mute yourself when you did, man.
Well, that's okay. At least we all
I
know he
didn't know
did it.
that. Yes, sir.
Okay, and we'll jump from hard a little bit here to, for lack of a better word, an interesting guy,
Hmm.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Ah,
Oh man.
And my number 10 by him is Working for a Living, which I think was actually his first hit.
yeah. I think it may have been the second because of the one I first heard was Do You Believe in Love?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I remember the
I
video
don't
for
know.
that one there.
But I think that maybe came later, but I could be wrong. My number 9 is Jacob's Ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8 is If This Is It.
Yep.
And my number 7 is Do You Believe in Love?
Yep.
Number 6 is Hip to Be Square.
Yeah, which has often played on the loudspeaker at my workplace there, and plus they still do it at the at all these supermarkets around there.
Yeah. And my number 5 is Heart and Soul.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 is Power of Love, which is from
Back to
One
the
of the-
Future.
yeah, one I was going to say the movie. Number 3 is Heart of Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Number 2 is I Want a New Drug.
Yeah. Which, by the way, people thought when I first heard that, I thought it meant I want to do drugs, which I found out was not true there.
Yeah. And my number 1 is something called Walking on a Thin Line.
Which, by the way, is about a Vietnam veteran, talking to another person saying, I did all this fighting, I did all this, battling, so you can ignore me and keep your distance from me.
Yeah.
It's a very touching song when you really think about it there.
Yes, it is.
It is. Because I know that a lot of people who came back from Vietnam were feeling exactly that from the people out there. Because you remember, the Vietnam veterans did not get a hero's welcome when they came back. So that
No,
must
as a
have been
matter of
that.
fact, they were generally despised.
I know. So, and it's sad. It had to take the first Gulf War for them to finally get the recognition they deserved.
Yeah, I went into the service while the war was going on, but luckily I didn't go over there.
Ah.
But technically that makes me a Vietnam era vet, which is kind of weird, but hey,
Yeah.
thought I'd throw something in there.
Yeah.
Next group, they're, in my eyes, best known as a pretty much cover band.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of a way that I can see if you can guess who they are, but I'll just say it. Three Dog Night.
Wow.
I like Three Dog Night.
Yeah.
They did mostly covers, but they did a great job with it.
Yeah, I think they did a Beatles cover. I know they did a Try Little Tenor. This was as a cover tune there.
Oh, pretty much their whole repertoire is cover.
Yeah.
But they're good.
The Loner by Neil Young, they covered that song.
Yeah. My number 10 is Never Been to Spain. Great song. It's a Hoyt Axton song, I believe.
Ah.
My number 9, a little off the wall is Chest Fever. The live version is incredible, and it's got great keyboard in it, which is unusual for this group. But that's a cover of a band song.
What's up? I'll be back, guys.
Okay. My number 8 is Shambhala, which is a cover of a B.W. Stevenson song. I have to think about some of these. Number 7's Family of Man, which I honestly don't know what it covered or who they did for that one. But that's a little song that I'm sure Dr. Earl knows that song, but he's not here.
All right, I'm back there. All right.
I told him my number 7 was Family of Man.
Ah.
And my number 8 was Shambhala. You might have missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Out in the Country.
And who's mixing drinks?
Me? Well,
Oh,
I'm not mixing. I'm just drinking
Keith,
a
come on, get
drink.
a straw. Get a straw, Keith.
Oh,
you're gonna mix
all right.
martinis and now include us? God damn it!
And my number 5 is One Man Band, which
Mm.
I don't know who did the original of that one.
Oh yeah. Of course, we cannot forget "Joy to the World," one of their big songs there.
I don't remember if I picked that in my top 10 or not.
Yeah.
Try a little. Well, Joy to the World remembers Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I'll just mention that.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean,
My number 4 is Try a Little Tenderness, which the live version of that song and live at the Forum
mm-hmm.
is absolutely phenomenal.
Mm.
It is a great version of that song. My number 3 is Celebrate. Celebrate. Dance to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is believe it or not, a Spooky Tooth cover.
Ah.
I've Got Enough Heartache.
Ah.
That's got a great fuzzy guitar going on in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 1 is their song from a movie called Hair. Easy to Be Hard.
Mm.
That's got a great message in it.
Mm.
That's a great little song too. And there are a lot of songs I didn't mention or didn't have on the list that some good songs. Let Me Serenade You. Sure as I'm sitting here. Play Something Sweet. Play Something Mellow.
Ah.
Play something that can stick in like Jello or something, like some kind of weird lyric of them.
All right.
And The Show Must Go On.
Ah.
An old-fashioned love song.
Which is pretty good there.
I Can Hear You Calling. Heavy Church. An Argent cover, Liar.
Ah.
Then the aforementioned Joy to the World.
Yep.
One. Nobody.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody. Black and White. Mm-hmm. Pieces of April. Chained.
Mm.
Eli's Coming. I could have made a second top 10 list off those.
Ah.
Some good songs there. My next one I think I'll wait on because that's not really...
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this one's kind of tough to put in this era, but... Well, let me get this one first. Toto.
Oh my goodness, This was a group made up by many session musicians, like Jeff Porcaro, the drummer, Steve Lukather, the guitar player, Bobby Kimball, a singer, They decided, to start jamming there, and they put out a lot of good albums. Their first album, simply called Toto, had songs like Georgie Porgy, and they also had I Supply the Love, and of course, who cannot forget Hold the Line, which was everywhere on the radio when that came out.
Yeah. My number 10 is... Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, heck, my number 10's Unreadable.
Oh.
Pamela.
Ah.
My number 9's St. George and the Dragon. My number 8 is I'll Supply the Love.
Yep, good song there.
Number 7 is Stranger in Town.
Which is, by the way, is from an album which came out in 1984, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
number
was
6.
And this was after Bobby Kimball left the group.
Yeah, my number 6 is I'll Be Over You.
Good
which
touch
I
him.
think was
86.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I was going to say I thought that album was afterwards. My number 5 is 99.
Which is, I understand, based on the character 99 from the Get Smart TV series.
Yeah. Number 4 is Africa.
Which, we heard the Weezer cover not too long. It's kind of like, it's similar to the original.
My number 3 is Rosanna.
Which is about Rosanna Arquette, which one of the members was dating.
Which is well, all these songs to me are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Hold the Line.
Yeah, as I mentioned about.
And my number 1 is Hydra.
Title cut from that album.
Yeah, that song to me is just well crafted, well done,
I
well
was
done.
always, I always was amazed on the if you ever saw the cover of that album, I was always, amazed at the
Yeah, I
guy
had
with
the
the
album.
tore up clothing, the long curly hair, and the sword up there. I think it was some sort of a warrior named Hydra at first as a kid, but then I was a
Yeah,
kid at that time. But it's interesting, interesting cover there.
yeah, but that song's well crafted.
Yeah.
This band was a standard group, but some people actually consider them sort of prog,
Mhm.
but I never did.
Yeah.
They to me weren't really prog in the true sense of the prog bands, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
This band, well, I guess it is a band.
Yeah.
I thought about skipping and getting to later, but we'll go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
I know one song from Tom Petty,
Which one?
"Free Falling."
Oh, that's
Oh, great
actually a
song.
yeah, but that's actually a Tom Petty solo song there.
Well,
Oh,
I included solo here
Yeah.
because it's kind of hard to distinguish sometimes.
Because Tom did put out two solo records, Full Moon Fever and Wildflowers.
Yeah,
okay.
my number 10 by him is "The Waiting."
Good
Is the
song there.
hardest part.
Yeah, I remember the video for that track. I was thinking about that just now.
My number 9 was "Here Comes My Girl."
Hmm.
My number 8 is "I Won't Back Down."
Yeah.
My number 7 is "Breakdown," which I think was one of his first hits.
Coincident, big song, big song. When you play, there was this one version I heard on the radio, a live version where the audience sings along, sings the
Yep.
whole the verse and the chorus there. And Tom Petty's like, "You're gonna put me out of a job."
Yeah. My number 6 is "Free Falling."
Yep.
Great little song. My number 5 is "Mary Jane's Last Dance."
Mm-hmm. It was just short. Which, by the way, I kind of have had a growth, kind of like a cringy video to go along with it. There, when you think about it,
Yeah. Yeah, it really was.
it was absolutely, man.
My number 4 is "Into the Great Wide Open."
Hmm.
Mm,
Which features Johnny Depp in the video there. If you ever saw it,
yes.
Yeah.
What year is that out of?
that was in 1991. I remember there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, this was another reason I was thinking about skipping him. But we're in that kind of music, so let's stay there.
And plus, it was one of the many record. That was one of the few records that was produced by ELO's Jeff Lynne.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
number 3 is "Learning to Fly."
Hmm.
Ooh.
And my number 2 is "Running Down a Dream," which has got a great little lick at the beginning of that song.
Which interesting video to go. Which also
Yeah,
interesting video
I could
go.
try to play it.
Ah,
Actually, I could play that. I was in a band that covered it.
nice. Interesting video you should also check out, by the way.
And then number 1 has got a real interesting video. Song called "Don't Come Around Here No More."
Oh yeah, very interesting
Come
video there.
around now. Yeah, it was.
Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty close.
yeah, it is. And it
Yeah,
was
that one.
I think that
And
was produced by Dave Stewart of the Rhythmics, I guess.
and one of those songs, I believe it is "Run Down a Dream," is in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Ah,
Yeah,
Matter of
Really?
fact, I like to play. I used to like to get the motorcycles in San
Ah.
Andreas and put on that song and just ride like the countryside in
nice.
the game. It's very nice. Yes.
and the next song, the one we mentioned, that video, if I remember right, kind of looked Alice in Wonderlandish.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And the most bizarre thing was towards the end where that she just placed her head by a cake of her body there. So it's like she was like eating her up there.
Yeah, that was a strange video, but it was cool.
It was massively cool there.
Well, isn't the you talking about One That's Mary Jane? That was the
No, that's number 5.
that
Yeah.
music video has like he's like at it's like the Willy Wonka or something.
No, that
Something
no
like that.
that no that the Willy Wonka one is the is Don't Come Around Here No More.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's from 1985 there.
Yeah, he had some great songs.
Yeah, he did. And
He did pass away as
yeah,
well.
he did.
Sadly.
Yeah, so
Yep, yep.
he's sorely missed, and no doubt about it, he was sorely missed when the people were remembering him when Fleetwood Mac when they had Mike Campbell with them, who was Petty's lead guitarist. No, when they did Free Fallin' as a homage to him, everybody was like cheering their ass off there, no doubt, because in the background of the screen they were showing pictures of him.
Yeah, and of course he did that song with Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, stop dragging my heart around.
Yeah.
No, they did. And I don't know if this is confirmed, but they did used to hang around a lot back in the day, do little drugs,
Yep.
and it probably led to some type of relationship,
Yeah.
sexually and stuff like that with him. 'Cause I
Well,
was
she's
big
been
back.
rumored to be with lots of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
shout
got
out, big ups to the Traveling Wilburys as a group he was featured in as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got a question. Do you
Okay.
think audience cheer more for a longer time than they used to?
I think it kind of depends on the circumstances, but it's hard to say because in the 60s, if you've seen any of that concert footage, the young ladies, especially with the Beatles, were screaming so loud you couldn't hear the music.
Yeah, even George Harrison detailed that in one of his interviews.
That was the prime reason they stopped touring.
Yeah,
Oh,
'Cause they kind of like, hey, nobody hears us anyway.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
okay.
So they got kind of tired of touring, and they didn't need to because they were making lots of money off the records because everybody was buying their records.
absolutely. And plus, they were starting to dive into a lot more experimental stuff, which
you couldn't do live.
which you could not, unless you had a tape machine in the background there.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine a day in the live.
With a
Man.
full orchestra behind you.
Right. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff there that I just simply don't think they could have done live at all.
Yep.
But again, it gave us a chance to get involved in some music and it's funny because a lot of the prog groups and stuff they do, they pull it off live. I don't know how, but they do it.
Wow.
Did you have some other things? I'm thinking we start anew next time
Mm-hmm.
because I've got way more than we got time for.
All right.
And then I figured that might be a good place we'll pick it up. I can give some previews and that way you guys can think about it.
All right there.
I got Electric Light Orchestra,
All right. Oh yeah, they had some good ones there. That's for sure.
the Eagles.
Yep. Absolutely. Got to dive into those. I believe definitely.
I got Edgar and Johnny Winter, which I don't know how to classify them.
More like blues rock when you think about it. More boogie woogie, I guess.
Yeah, we might skip them until later.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Let's see. We already did Eric Clapton.
Mm-hmm, yes.
The Band.
Yeah. Robbie Robinson, Lee Von Helm, and those boys there. Garth Hudson as well.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do Genesis later.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. The version of Genesis I have a list for. I have two lists, but we already did the early version with Peter Gabriel.
Yes.
But the second one actually would fit.
Yeah. The one with
that
Phil
would be
Collins
the Phil Collins.
era there.
So we'll probably do that too. Okay, the cards are much later, so we'll
Yeah.
not be doing them.
Yeah.
Cheap Trick. I don't know where we put them, or did we already do
Oh,
No, I don't think we ever did Cheap Trick yet. Because they
Okay,
came
well,
out,
we'll do
because they
them
were in the
next time.
70s, yeah.
And Dr.
Uh,
Brown is a big Cheap Trick guy, right? There's a lot of songs there.
Well, there's a lot of songs, a couple of
The
songs I like them.
Flame.
But I wasn't,
Flame's a great song.
yeah, it is a good song. But I'm not big on Cheap Trick when you think about it. Well,
What?
not always that big. There were a couple of songs I did like,
Wow.
but the problem, I just kind of, I'm trying to wonder why the fuck they abandoned Bun E. Carlos, their drummer of how many years?
Oh man, that guy was
Yes.
he was phenomenal.
He was. And for some reason, he just got somewhat excluded out of the band, the way Joey Kramer got excluded out Aerosmith.
Well, I think who's the drummer now? I think
I
what's
am
one of the. I
well,
think it might be the lead singer's son.
the lead
Okay.
guitarist, his son,
The
Rick
guitar's
Nielsen.
son?
Yeah,
Okay,
Rick
okay.
Nielsen.
Yes.
Yeah,
And some I wasn't even aware of. The Fleetwood Mac are mainly the Buckingham Nicks part of it.
yeah. The rumors lineup, I guess
Yeah.
you could say there.
Because you and I covered the early Fleetwood Mac before.
Yeah, before Buckingham Nicks came in the picture there.
Yeah. Our number one song was Oh Well.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if you find it, YR Keith, you ever find that Oh Well track by those guys? Check out parts 1 and 2 all together. You will not be disappointed.
9 minutes and
Alright.
it's
9 minutes.
something else.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely
Okay.
worth a listen. Then we got Foreigner.
Yep.
Did we do Bad Company?
I don't think we did. No.
Okay, well, we'll do them.
Okay.
Bad Finger.
Yep. The second Beatles, they were often christened as, at times when they
Argent.
first started out. Argent featured Rod Argent for the Zombies.
We did Bachman Turner Overdrive.
I think we did. Yes.
The Raspberries.
Featuring Eric Carmen.
Eric Carmen.
Yeah, who would later go on to write songs like Hungry Eyes, By Myself.
Queen.
Yep. Oh yeah, we got a lot to dive into those guys.
Supertramp.
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. And there's other songs from them other than Ballroom Blitz and Fox on the Run. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Little Willie, Blockbuster.
Yep.
Air on A-Late. Well, we'll get to them.
Absolutely, man.
Let's see. Wishbone Ash.
Oh. I've heard the name many times, but I don't think I've heard any of the material. So this is like a learning lesson to me.
Oh, you'll like them. Twin lead guitars.
Ah.
Alan Parsons.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. And the many albums many concept albums he had put out, including the Essential I, Robot.
Oh, yeah.
An album
The
later on he also did kind of like a take on the pyramids, mysteries of the pyramid, as well as stuff from Edgar Allan Poe, Tales of Mystery and Imagination.
Yeah. And we'll cover the later Chicago, because you and I did the early Chicago.
Yeah. The Peter Cetera era there.
Pretty much. Firefall.
A band that doesn't really get that much coverage no more when you think about it. There. Yeah, because
and another band that to me was phenomenal for only 4 albums or 5 albums, Ambrosia.
Oh my goodness gracious. There were a lot of good songs of those that group came out with.
America.
Yeah, the band America.
Yeah. I don't think we covered April Wine.
No, we did not,
So we'll do them.
Oh, absolutely there.
10cc.
Featured, of course, Kevin Godley and Lowell Cream, who would later become great video directors in the early 80s there.
Did we do Aerosmith?
No, we didn't. I don't think we have.
And Alice Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent Furnier.
Detroit's own.
Yeah.
Are we gonna eventually talk about Goo Goo Dolls?
No.
All right.
Goo Goo
I
Doll.
don't need no
Keith. Be glad they're not
Yeah.
that interesting. I was never big on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Journey.
What?
Sure.
Wait, what '90s groups did you like, Dr. Brown? Alternative,
No,
Collective
I
Soul.
didn't. No, I did not really like the '90s because here's the thing. I was
Well,
at
let
that
me
rock.
mention one.
Yeah.
Porcupine Tree.
Mm.
You guys have got to listen to that band. Stephen Wright is a genius.
Wow.
Keith, comment.
I have a question about a slightly different topic.
Yeah.
It's still
Okay.
music.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Dr. Earl, what do you think about Nirvana?
Never liked them.
Ooh.
Never liked them.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I'm from the my thing was that I'm an '80s rock kind of guy. When it was like it's not really big hair, but it was the loud guitars, the loud drums. The lyrics of standing up and shout, fighting for your right. Stand up against this opponent and that opponent. They're fighting for their right to rock. Standing tall and brave. Whereas the '90s rock scene was all about sensitivity. I'm just a loser. I'm just, I'm nobody. And some of these alternative acts, would later die of drug overdoses here and there. And I'm sorry, but all the people, and what? Let me say, I mentioned this to Ken a lot of times. The people from that era who grew up with that kind of scene there. These are the same people who would now, as adults, advocate this SJW bullshit and all this sensitivity stuff there. And this is why we have stuff like this cancel culture going on within the social media outlets. It's like if a celebrity expresses something that's not up to their par, they'll be like, cancel this person, cancel that guy, cancel this celebrity or this singer. You stand against us. You are our enemy. Yeah. And these are the same people that were anti-Trump to the full max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically,
I didn't.
more
I didn't know that.
age related than anything else.
Yeah.
My big era was 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah, mine was the '80s. A lot of great music came out that era, and a buddy of mine back in Michigan, his name is Sean. He agrees totally with me.
Well, we won't mention disco, but hey.
I know.
Keith likes the 2000s.
Mm.
Yes. So I guess Linkin Park is the sensitivity rock too.
Yeah,
Right.
something like that, because I'm so numb, because I'm not going to be what you want me to be. Give me a break. And plus, I was, at that same time, I was up to here with this rap metal stuff that was going on,
Well, I will never forgive them for doing the worst cover of the Who song that I ever heard in my life.
You mean Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Ugh.
I forever will not like that because of that cover. It's horrible. They even left the bridge out.
The bridge out, yeah. Why?
I mean,
I
don't know what they were trying to do, but
I don't know what the fuck they. And they had to put the initial to spell out their band name and during their bridge or their version. Did we need to hear that? Come on, give us a break.
Yeah. I'm trying to block that from my mind, but I'm having trouble.
And I don't really think about it myself, and somebody, but I'm waiting for that moment when some dipshit walks up to me and said, "Hey, you like the cover by Who cover by Limp Bizkit?" So I could smack him one.
Yeah, it's like Behind Blue Eyes. Hey, I know.
Go to stick with the Who version, okay, pal?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You get into covers that are like, oh boy, that's bad. Another one that hits the country artist, Faith Hill, who did the Joplin cover of
Piece of My Heart. Yeah, I heard of it.
Sounds like when you hear it, it's like, do you not understand the song? I mean, this is a woman singing about the agony and the peace of her heart and all, and you're singing it like it's a little ballad.
Oh my gosh.
It's don't do that.
Oh, you know what's even worse? You know what's even multi-worse? Mariah Carey, covering Def Leppard's Bringing On the Heartache. I heard that. I was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I mean, they get these things and they cover them. They make them sound like little
Oh my
saint
gosh.
ballads, you know.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh. Oh, it's such a. No, come on. Ugh. Ugh. So much
Dr. O,
oral
is it Avril Lavigne?
defecation. What?
Is it the same with Avril Lavigne?
Oh my gosh. What, the Mariah Carey cover?
No, like the sensitivity lyrics. And,
But
yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't. It was all. I'm sorry. Most of the stuff nowadays, it's like, oh, they're trying to be their own punk. They're trying to be their own person, but it still sounds same as what's out there on the radio out there.
Yep. I'm done with the question.
All right. All right. So, why are you want to talk about Scunty for a little bit there?
Keith.
Hold on. No, we don't. We don't talk about Skun.
Okay, on this. All
Give no
right.
comment.
All right. And I know what it was. I'm just gonna say this, and I know Dave was. I was listening to Devious Dave's, show from hours ago. The Power Trip episode 17. Scott was mentioning my name, some sort of that clip I did, which Ken sampled on his program there, and using on some Zoom broadcasts here and there. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. Ken told me about the whole thing, at the same time you did YR. It was, and which was yesterday.
Was it? Well, what didn't you have some type of? Didn't you? Weren't you on some type of Zoom call and you uploaded it yourself or something?
No, I was never. No, I never was on Zoom. I
Then I don't know. That's why I was asking you. Well, that's why I was asking
maybe
you. I was like, it was about the Zoom call thing, and that's why I was asking you about it. And so apparently you weren't on.
No, I wasn't. I know what. I guess what it was that stupid Scott was trying to McQueefin was trying to. I guess he was trying to playing that soundbite to a bunch of kids on Zoom, for what I understand. I don't know. I guess he was accusing Ken of that or what the fuck he was. But then again, everything that comes out of Scott's mouth as of late has been something that just makes you what it gives you diarrhea.
I like what Nicky Nunn said either yesterday or the day before. Mm-hmm. He said, "You used to talk about being an alien. Now that is gone. There's none of it. Now you only talk about other people."
Yep, absolutely. He has no other choice now because that's the only thing he knows how to do. And the same thing I said, when I heard that he was saying something about me, I thought he was going to do something about that video I did with the program I did with Bozy a couple weeks back on that one Sunday, him explaining the situation between him and Joe Cronin. Because he left a comment underneath there saying, "Can't wait to review this," and it was Hypersonic Channel there. And of course that comment was later removed, and I guess I don't know if he was going to review that episode where I basically said Scott, likes to see the world burn like Heath Ledger's Joker there. And, and I'm going to say this about the guy, and I'm going to say this once and for all. The fucker needs help. Bottom line. He needs to be the Royal Canadian Mounted Police or whichever law enforcement they have in Alberta need to break down his door, grab his ass, put him in the mental institution, lock him up there, throw away the key, give him a whole bunch of meds that he absolutely needs, to keep him calm, keep him sedated, because I don't know. The guy's illness is just getting to him. He also needs to get off the booze, the drugs, because that's fucking his mental health up even worse.
Imagine Scott doing booze and drugs in prison or jail. Like you go crazy or something.
No, well, he's already crazy as it is because of those two. He still drinks.
Keith, come on.
You're right, Doctor. Oh, you're right. They
Yeah.
need to take away the booze and the drugs.
Keith, we don't talk about Scott from our
Okay.
program.
All right.
I mean,
And
Dr. Brown has so to say, but we
Well,
don't.
basically, and the one thing I'm going to say is if you start talking about somebody like that, they'll find you, they'll come after you, and they'll make the situation worse.
well,
Best thing to do is pretty much ignore them best you can.
yeah. And that's and after this, no more mention of the idiot. And that's all.
I mean, for to be fair, you were brought up in a certain situation, so you wanted to touch on it, but
I know. Yeah, but yeah, we'll let it go at that. I'll just just drop it like a bad habit, and let's move on, have fun, and bing bam boom, let's get busy, you know. And
we do have the best music show here. This is.
Yep.
And I like to do it when next time you do it live on my channel, so y'all get some more people. I'm not saying let's do it on my channel every time, but just once, so you get a little more.
It's kind of like a
exposure.
simulcast, basically, right?
Because you're growing each week. Because before we came on, I'm not saying,
Well, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because it's at 12 now.
I see.
In the chat. 12 now, and this isn't a dig or nothing towards y'all, but a month ago, y'all were like at 2 or 3 or 4 tops.
That's true.
And I know y'all know about the numbers.
That's
but
true.
The more
Yeah.
people, how I look at it, from this like music, certain like shows that have topics, the more viewers, the more they can interact and call in, and when you have music as a topic, which is universal and everyone loves, whether it's 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, everyone can find some type of song, which, we're all talking about, which is music. So it's something everyone can talk about. And, the list thing.
Yeah.
Is Arknolia. That's like a signature. That's Arknolia's signature list. We go down the list, chime in. I think that's great.
It is. Absolutely. It is, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Basically, it's what we've always said is we're trying to just kind of, I hate to use the word educate because that sounds condescending. It's
enlighten.
Like we're trying to enlighten, pass on knowledge.
Yeah.
Because both of us are deeply in music. Now, I'll be honest, when we get to the 80s, 90s, and beyond, I'm going to need help because I don't know a lot of the bands or their music.
Yeah, me and Brown, we're big 80s guys.
Yeah.
But
I will admit I've been listening to a lot of 70s stuff there from as of late. I started listening to some of that stuff during the pandemic last year, and I listened to a lot of stuff, other guilty pleasures, as we call them, now and then.
Yeah. Well, I did mention that Neil Diamond's one of mine.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mine
really
was
like that guy.
Mine was Luther Vandross. Some of the stuff as I mentioned, he did this massive cover of Superstar from the Carpenters and A House Is Not Home from Dionne Warwick, which he made into massive fucking epics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
I like what Ken said in the chat. He needs a lobotomy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We should probably. I would say. I would say, we could play that song "Teenage Lobotomy" by the Ramones, but Scott is not a teenager, though he does act like one.
And I do want to give a shout out to the Cincinnati Reds, the Big Red Machine, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, Pete Rose. Give a shout out to and the New York Islanders tonight. I am watching their game. That's the only hockey series I will be watching for this playoffs. Is the Islanders series. Big fan here.
Yep.
Big supporter of the blue and orange.
Ken, you want to call up the show for a few minutes there?
Yeah, come on, Ken, brother.
Yeah.
For the party.
Tell us how the Islanders are doing right now at this moment here.
When's your next day off, Dr. Earl?
This will be at this coming Thursday, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cool. Because this is all. That's the night when the Real Spuck TV with the Minnesotas come back on the air.
How do we want to handle that? Because remember, I don't get home till like 4:30.
Yeah, because I was thinking about possibly doing our show at 5 p.m. instead of
Can
6.
do that.
Yes, and we could
It's kind
switch.
of tight, but I can do that.
All right, good. All right, so we could switch over right over, keep the stream going, and head right over to Real Spark TV with the
Yeah.
Minnesotas. That was
Yeah, I don't think it's a big secret, but I have dialysis on Tuesday.
I know, yeah. I heard,
So-
yeah.
This is a
And
slow. This
that's
is a
fun.
slow game. This is a slow game, but
Mm-hmm.
what I learned from watching hockey, it gets real intense. Towards the end. Slow. It's 1-0 Boston. They're in
All right.
Boston, so that makes it a little bit harder when they're in Boston. I want to see them play in New York. I guess they play a couple games.
There
See,
you
I mean,
are.
Ken, explain this real quick. So
What
it's
is that?
not. It's,
Bob off Ken, ladies and gentlemen.
so we'll, quickly.
New York usually plays Boston in basketball and in hockey and in everything else.
But wait, I'm saying in hockey, do they play 2 games in a row? Because the basketball, they're doing 1 and 1. Doing one home game, one in New York, one in Atlanta. So this hockey. Oh, so the next games will be in New York. That's what I want to see. This is the only one I'm watching. I never watch hockey. This is, and right at the end of the games, it gets more intense, right? Like it's kind of slow now.
Is the best sport to watch, man.
I mean, they're getting in fights and
Oh,
they
yeah.
get kicked out of the game. That's great. If you watch basketball, if you watch football, they get kicked out of the game if they get in a fight. So can't believe they let that happen. But Ken, are you? Is there an NHF tonight or?
No, tonight I'm watching the game.
Memorial Day.
That's right. Yeah, it is Memorial Day. Shout out to all the veterans who gave all to keep us free.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm just watching the game and hanging out with my cock.
Oh man. So what did you think of the show so far? Did you pay attention? Also, did you get the link that I sent you through Skype there, by the way?
Yeah. I just
Well, Ken, can you confirm? Because I wasn't getting the Zoom call. I thought Dr. Earl was on a Zoom call. He says no.
No,
What
I
is
don't
this
have
about
Zoom.
Well, what do you mean?
Because someone was saying that you made some Zoom video with Dr. Earl or something, and I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, this is a video that my cousin made to that. You know the thing you play that that Dr. Earl said about, you want to be in a
relationship with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my cousin made like a funny video, like he was talking to like people on an Omegle call, not an Omegle, but like, kind of like on a classroom thing.
Yeah.
And I said, we could have played it definitely, but I said to Dr. Earl I didn't want to play it on air.
Yeah, that's true. You mentioned that,
yeah, people would be like assholes about it.
Yeah.
So I didn't play it. But all of a sudden, Scott's trying to tie that into, him being on an Omegle call with an 8-year-old kid and a 14-year-old kid talking about his sex life wearing a dickhead hat. So he's trying to like pass the buck, and he's trying to like make it look like he's innocent, and it's just people out there making people look like this. When in reality, I mean, you do the math.
He's the victim.
You don't need to do editing to make somebody look like a pedophile or a groomer. They do it themselves.
Yeah.
So he's trying to say, like, basically, we made this video because we did it to Dr. Earl too, and we which is not true. Dr. Earl knows this. I never played it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like we don't even need to contact each other about it when Scott says stuff like this, because everybody knows that Scott's a psycho and whatever he says is not true anyway. So
100% whack job.
We never made a big deal about it. Everything's all good. We don't need to have Scott tell us that it's good or bad. He's on his channel now trying to put stuff down that's like 8 years old, like 5 years old.
Gosh. God.
Sad shit,
Oh, yeah, which will be removed as soon as it's done, no doubt about it. Wyatt was telling me he uploaded about 50 plus videos, which he took down.
Dude, he's in manic mode. He gets to these modes where he goes like manic, and he does like 20 videos in an hour. So he's in one of those modes right now, manic modes. So it's like, you got to deal with it for a night or two, and then he goes back into oblivion. You know? So it's all good.
And then
I can't handle.
I know, nothing we could do, but wait till Dave Rose reviews it on his channel there.
I love seeing Dave.
Oh my God.
Dude, dude have it, you know.
Dude,
So-
I was talking about earlier on. I was saying, it would be a blessing if the Canadian police would have barred down his door, grabbed his ass, and put him in a psych ward, or
Oh, well,
something like that.
I just heard something just now
Hmm.
that that's
Mhm.
probably going to happen very soon. So
Yay!
anticipating this for a while with the tribunal and all this stuff that's going on with this guy and all the horrible stuff he's done, and now he's attacking a frontline worker and going after my wife. And
Yeah, I heard
other
about that. She tweeted it out earlier.
Yeah, we went through, like fucking with me is one thing, because I won't call the cops. I don't fucking bother reporting it. I just take it and I go with it, But like you fuck with my wife, that's another situation.
Yep.
Especially if you're putting out her all her
Information.
and all that stuff. So like it's going to be time where eventually these guys have to pay for what they do, man. Everybody pays for what they do eventually, right? If you're doing illegal shit, eventually you get caught. So,
And we all will rule the day that will occur. We're all praying that will happen soon.
yeah, I think it's gonna very soon, Dr.
Uh-huh.
Very, very soon.
I know. And we'll be there watching, laughing, and boozing it up in celebration.
Oh God, yeah, we will definitely celebrate. I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
All right, definitely.
Yep.
Like the Wicked
What's
Witch.
the fucking problem with this game? Why is it so? Why aren't they fucking? They tired?
No, man, it's
Some,
bro. They gotta like make it interesting, dude. You can't just win outright. You know what I mean? You gotta just fucking make everything interesting.
so like
know?
in baseball or like basketball, if
Yeah.
you follow it, or if you follow it now, Ken, basketball, like who would the Islanders and the Bruins be compared to basketball wise?
But did you see what happened the other night, dude?
That when he checked them or something?
Dude, no, fucking James Harden came out to the middle of the basketball court and he stepped on the Boston logo and stepped on it like it was a piece
I
of
heard
shit.
I heard about that. That was featured on Twitter not too long ago.
He wiped this on their logo, bro, and then
Ooh.
threw a water bottle at his head.
Ooh. Aye.
No, Kyrie.
Dude, he said that all the fans, well, not all of them, but a lot of the fans in Boston, there's a racist undertone in Boston.
Oh, major. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Boston is full of rapists.
Mm.
Full of
It's funny because history, Boston's the last place things happen. They were last ones to integrate in baseball.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny you just said that because that's one of the things that this sports announcer said. He was like, Boston was the last ones to integrate. They were the last ones, and they said that the city has this undertone to it, whether you want to believe it or not.
Oh, Islanders
That's
are going to score. Damn. Did you see
No,
that? Ken,
Nice.
you got to watch this.
And actually, the guy that Boston picked to integrate with was a
Oh,
utility
shit.
guy. The other teams were picking stars. Boston
they're
picked a
close.
utility guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rusty Green.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, so he was referring to that and like talking about his racist undertone and shit. And it's really, Brooklyn is about to take Boston out of the playoffs because they're up 3-1 on them.
Oh, yeah. Who's the bigger rivalry, the Bruins versus Rangers or Islanders?
Probably the Rangers. 'Cause
Uh,
the Islanders haven't played.
now they're fighting. Now they're hugging and shit.
Yep.
It's gay.
The Islanders haven't played the Islanders haven't played Boston in the playoffs since 1983.
Wow. Wow. Interesting there.
So
Why are they hugging and shit? Like, why did that? Does it just get rowdy? Like
yeah, dude. What do you mean? They ain't hugging. Motherfucker. They're not
like
hugging.
they're grabbing each other's necks. Not really hugging, but grabbing each other.
Bro, they give each other face washes with their hands.
This is very violent sport.
Oh, it is.
But man, it's a fun.
It's a man sport, though. It's a man
Well, I
sport.
remember
It's
the
a tough-
Dave Schultz era.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Wrestling. Yeah.
Boy, no, when he was in hockey.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Dr.
wow.
Brown knows nothing about hockey.
And I only watch. I only know about hockey from but being in Detroit, which was often christened Hockey Town because of the success of the Detroit Red Wings there.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they were in the playoffs for like 20 some odd straight years in a row.
Absolutely there. Yeah,
You know,
absolutely
Ken, are
there.
you rubbing your microphone against your elbow?
I know.
That's
Who's
not me.
making that noise? Keith, is that you, dude?
No, it's not me.
Ark?
Not me.
Somebody's YR?
No. I don't have
Somebody-
a beard.
What the fuck is that
Ken,
damn
do you have a
noise?
beard right now?
Do you have a band? No, I don't.
A beard.
A beer.
I paused it, kept hearing it, bro. It's not me.
Mm. Oh, wow.
Okay, just went away. Who muted?
I'm not muted.
Let's see. I'm not
Whoop.
muted
It's
either.
back. Now it's back.
Oh.
Who is
What?
it? What?
What?
What? Hmm.
Now it's gone.
Bellevilliers. That's my favorite player right now on the
Ah.
Irish. Number 18.
Now,
Oh,
I
must
remember
go.
there was this one bartender in the shelter in Detroit that would only clip only the fights from all the hockey games, and just put them in a compilation there where he would play throughout while he was serving drinks there.
Here you go. The referee's going to drop the puck in the right corner of the
Yep.
field, of the rink. Boston has a puck.
Yeah.
Now, one of Ken's favorite bands from the 70s, Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's number
baby.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
there's
I
a
love-
lot of there's a lot of people that Led Zeppelin's their favorite
The
band.
Doors. Well, that's more the 60s. The
60s,
Doors.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Right,
boy.
Ken?
Zeppelin is not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. But my favorite from the 70s, I would have to say, would probably be the Doors. Would probably be my favorite from there.
Or the
Holy
60s there. They're from the 60s, right? They never made it
Yes.
past 71 there, unfortunately.
I love the 70s music, period. Every genre. I love all genres of the 70s. I just love where music was in the 70s. And
So did
it
I.
was- it went all over the place in the 70s. Like they started to tinker with stuff that they never messed with before.
Yes.
You know,
That's where a lot of the prog came from, is the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love that 70s. Don't get me wrong. I love 70s rock, but I also love 70s disco. And 70s
Yeah! We scored!
Ah.
nice.
1 to 1.
Oh, I thought he was cheering the disco.
Yes.
No, we scored. It didn't look like a goal at first, but it
You know what?
Goal.
It's
1 to 1.
interesting you should mention that because I just compiled a music mix from the 1970s, including Night Fever, Heart of the Night from Pogo, and Love Scene from the Barry White Orchestra there.
Doc, do you know what I love on Sirius Satellite? What station I always put on?
Which one?
It's called Station 54, which is Studio 54.
I see. Yeah.
Ooh.
Full Studio 54 track, man, and it is
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
I love it.
And it
I
also
love
fits to say that all these club kids that you see on all these talk shows with the outrageous boots, costumes, makeup, they kind of were inspired by the Studio 54 crowd there when you look at it there.
Yeah, man. I love the CBGB sound, the
Mhm.
Studio 54, because they got a CBGB's radio station where it's
yeah.
like all the Ramones and
Talking Heads, Blondie,
yeah,
the
Talking
early
Heads.
punk scene from back then.
the Talking Heads were so underrated, man. Those were one of the groups that took me out of hip hop and showed me punk rock and and all this other stuff that I opened up to and was I really got into it in the early 90s. I started to branch off into even Elvis Presley, and I started listening to James Brown. I started listening to Motown and doo-wop and fucking I just started branching and I couldn't help it. The only thing I didn't listen to was new country. Old country. I'll listen to some of the old country guys
Yeah.
and girls.
Oh, yeah.
I can't listen to the new country. It doesn't.
It's all
I don't
pretty
know.
stuff. It's pretty. It's all pretty boys, pretty girls, and whereas the country artists back then, like Lynn Anderson, Loretta Lynn, especially Johnny Cash, Johnny Paycheck, they were down and gritty.
Yes.
It wasn't commercialized, man. It was before it was commercialized. Now,
Yeah.
now, country pop. Now it's like pop music a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Keith likes that country rock shit, right, Keith?
I
Leonard
like when rock
Right.
Yo, when
I like
Rock and Roll-
Jason Aldean, Florida Georgia Line, the Cadillac 3.
Yeah, they all country
Yeah, but-
rock. It sucks.
Rock and
Well,
Roll
it depends on your country rock. And some of it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good. Rock and Roll was in country, but now it's like pop country. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Marshall Tucker, Charlie Daniels.
Leonard Skinner, the Almighty, one of the big.
Well, they weren't country.
Well,
love Penny
but they often appeal to the country crowd when you think about it because of their southern roots.
and
Right,
how
Falco.
Jason Aldean isn't pop country. Jason Aldean is country rock.
Shit. Keith, come on. Yes, he
I
is.
have Kenny Rogers being
Prairie League.
kid and fucking my grandmother used to listen to what's his name? The old guy who smokes pot. What's his name? The country
Willie
singer.
Nelson.
Willie Nelson, yeah.
Like very big in my grandparents used to rock Willie Nelson and you know
Who's rubbing their mic?
Now I was gonna say we're still hearing that right now, dude. What the fuck?
Ken,
I don't know.
this
It's not-
game is awesome right now. I'm officially J Bean, Ken's team, and I am an Islanders fan. So,
Why an Islanders fan?
well, a couple of reasons. I like New York. I've been to New York. I know people from New York.
Mm.
Don't forget that Islander team, bro. That team won 4 Stanley Cups in a row. Went to 5 straight Stanley Cup finals, bro. Like that's no other American team has done that. No other American hockey team.
And do the Islanders still play? Do they play in the same stadium they played for all those years, the '80s? And
Yes, matter of fact, the next 2 games could be the last games there.
yeah, you gotta go for this Boston playoff day. You gotta get tickets for that. Not like the $1,000 ones, but you gotta slip in there for 300 at least or something.
I have to get a COVID shot, and then I could get in there for 300. But if I don't get the COVID shot, then I have to pay 500 for a game.
How
I'm
do
not-
they know you? How do they know you got the shot?
They
I
give
have
you
on the
they give you a little card, yes, that you I guess you take
You
it to
know
the
how
cashier,
fucking-
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how fucking easy you could do a copy machine with those cards? It's nothing. There's no seal. There's nothing on it. I mean, I got mine legit, but if you don't believe in that.
You know, all the fake ones. They got fake ones all around.
No surprise. Like they have
Yeah,
fake
that's all you
IDs
gotta
here.
show. Then fucking, you
Instead
gotta
of
get that.
or I'd rather listen to BPM and Electric Area.
Anders Lee. Why isn't he playing? Anders Lee.
That's all captain.
He's up there in the suit. What the captains? They don't play. What is that?
Oh. He got hurt at the end of the
Oh.
season.
Aye.
Yeah.
Who's the best player on the team right now for the Islanders? What number?
Wait, what?
Who's the best player on the Islanders? Who's playing right now? Like,
I would say either number 44, JG Pajot, or number 13, what's his name? Number 13, Barzell.
what about that Bailey guy?
Yeah, he's pretty good, but Bailey's been on the team for like fucking 13 years, and he's
Oh.
decent, but he's not anything good. You know?
I can't believe they slam in front into that glass like that. That's great. That plexiglass never fell into the audience ever before.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's broke. It's falling into the audience. Done everything.
Wow. Damn.
Very fast-paced game.
Has any of the fans who got hit by this plastic plexiglass did he take the Islanders or any team to court for that? You know, for damage to physical damage, I guess it was.
Listen to this. I'll tell you this. Most of the time, the glass goes outward towards the fans, and it hits fans and hurts them. It doesn't
Aye.
happen all the time, but it happens once in a while.
Mm.
But I saw something last year where the players scored a goal in overtime, and they were celebrating on the side of the rink, and all the fans were banging on the plexiglass, and all of a sudden the plexiglass went in towards the players, and it hit one of the Boston players in the helmet and knocked them the fuck out.
Damn. Wow.
This was last year.
Man.
Yeah, it knocked him in the helmet. It came inward and fell on his helmet and knocked him out. It basically knocked him to the ground. Yeah, so I've never heard of anybody suing or getting like massively hurt from it.
I am. Here's something I got to bring up. I know. Remember that this was on the Raw a couple years back when Brock Lesnar was like tearing up that one car to J&J security car, back up, who was the security for Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar takes out an axe. He's banging up the car. He takes the car door off and he throws it into the crowd. He actually hits somebody out there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, there was footage of that from a different angle there. And I guess I can imagine the guy like, yeah, Brock, yeah, I love, right in your face there.
Shit, man, that really happened? Damn.
Yeah, it did, yeah. I guess you can look on YouTube for a Brock Lesnar hits fan with car door there. And it'll be, I guess there's a shot of it in a different angle, I guess it is. Let me look it up again there. Yes. Oh, so Ken, I'm glad you're on the show with us. Yeah, I think it was the first time you met Arknolia, Stroke a Bean.
I think I've actually talked to him before, but not like this long, I don't think.
Ah.
I think I've been on
said much.
Yeah, we haven't really interacted much, but what's up, man? How you doing?
No, I'm doing okay. I'm enjoying the heck out of doing the music thing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have fun, bro. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. We're all having fun here. YR, Keith, Arky, myself there.
Yeah, when you stick to, like, you stick to what you like and you enjoy, and you got to keep it natural. And, like, if something comes out where you got to talk about, some kind of drama, then you do it. But you don't plan to do it. You don't plan on, going after somebody. You keep it natural. That's what it's all about. And, it's like whatever comes up, comes up. And as long as you're having fun and enjoying yourself, who gives a shit what anybody else thinks or says?
Yeah, no. Enjoy yourself. Make yourself happy there, Too many people trying to please other people, and it doesn't work like that.
No. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you have 5 people watching you or 500 people watching you. Yeah. As long as you're on there and having fun, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yep.
So damn, bro, they really be like hitting each other with the fucking sticks when they go up against the wall too, low key against the back.
During the playoffs, they don't really call a lot of penalties, so they tend to get really rough to play. It gets really rough because players know they can get away with shit. You gotta
be pretty fucking tough to be a hockey player, don't you? Oh, goal! Yeah, another one.
I think after this, you got to wear those mouth pieces there. No doubt.
That guy's from Long Island, bro, who just scored. He grew up like 2 towns over from
Palmer.
Palmieri.
Oh, Palmieri, yes.
Oh,
you gotta really watch the replay because those goals going quick,
Yeah, man.
Islanders.
Palmieri, baby, take that lead. I like being on the fucking call with you guys. You're giving us good luck here. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, glad to have you on, dude.
Yeah, man. Dr. Earl, listen, I know you so long. It's like I heard Scott saying, like, hey, Dr. Earl, and he's trying to, and he's making, and I'm like, listen, I don't even.
Oh, my gosh.
Saying to him because I know Dr. Earl knows the deal because I respect you. You know that I gave you a call for that certain video and said, hey.
I know, yeah.
And, like, this guy.
Like Chris.
What's kind of funny, you guys hit it on the head. You, Mars, Dave, Nikki Nines, you hit it on the head. Scott is one of those guys who never was able to fit in with the other kids, who was able to be a part of that in crowd, and he's still bitter about it. Whereas people like myself, figure, fuck this clique. I'm going to be my own clique,
Yep, make your own, brother.
Yeah, and I put that video of that fan footage of Brock Lesnar hitting a fan with the car door in the Skype chat here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's what it's about, man. Like, no matter how jealous, no matter how upset, no matter how much they put out our addresses, they put out our names, they put out our phone numbers, they threaten us, no matter how many times they do it, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
We ain't going nowhere, bro. And you're not going to throw those little things in there. Like, back in the day, Scott could make moves and make people fight with each other because he could throw little things in there to manipulate people and make them fight with each other.
Yeah.
And it's like that shit doesn't work anymore. We all know each other so well now that we know what we're doing. We know where we stand.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We don't need some dude from Canada talking for us. We can do our own talking. If
Yeah.
Dr. Earl is upset, he'll tell people. If I'm upset, I'll tell someone. Like, we don't need somebody talking for us, you know? So it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
but
no.
the more fun you have and the more things you do on your own and the more time you spend, you know, having fun.
Having that fun, it's going to piss them off even more. That's success right there, over one.
Yeah, because these people sit in their homes, in their basements, and they sit there trying to think on how to screw people. And that's what they do with their lives.
Yeah.
You know, they waste it away hating. You know, and it's like anybody who's full of hate and jealousy and envy, they're just going to rot away from the inside out.
Yeah. And they're going to go emerge from that. They're going to be, they're never going to get anywhere.
No, they'll never get anywhere. And you know what? They don't have a sense of humor. They can't kid around and play normal with other people and joke around, and everything's got to be so serious, and your job's going to be called, and you know they threaten your life, and it's like, oh man, you don't belong here. If you can't take a joke and you can't, you know, get along, you don't belong here.
Yeah, precisely, man. You know, like, you know, I give this community a lot of credit for, you know, helping me out with a lot of things, or making me realize a lot of things.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Yeah,
I give it a lot of it, man. That's why I don't leave. Like, that's why, you know, all the bad that comes with this, it's bad, yeah, but it doesn't outweigh the good. The good totally.
It does. The bad passes away.
Yes, exactly. The bad goes away, but the good always stays. And the friendships that I've accumulated during this time, and the people that I've met, even when YouTube is gone, I'm still planning on talking to these people and being a part of their lives. And like, that's something that means something to me, man. That's bigger than money. That's bigger than fame. That's bigger than anything that you can give me that I need. Because I don't need money. I don't need fame. You know, all I need and all I want is good and real people around me. That's it. You know?
Good.
That's what we.
And we need lots more, and that's what keeps this community going. Good people making good content, you know, with good intentions.
Yeah, and having fun and keeping it real, because there's a lot of people that fake the funk, man. They come on and they fake things. They fake that they're feeling good. They fake that they're having a good time. They fake laugh. They fake this. They fake that. Like, people can tell when you're faking. People can tell when you're being fake. Like,
we can see it. We can all see it, man.
Yeah, it's very easy to spot, you know? And then, like, when people see something real and natural, that matters. And that's something that you can connect to, man. Like, when you hear two guys on a live stream talking about rock and roll music and, like, you know, just having a good fucking time and vibing with each other, that's real. That's natural, you know?
It is.
Natural.
Yeah. And that's what we need more of in today's society, because everything out there is so... you know, follow this trend, follow that trend. It's so fake. It's so plastic. It's unbelievable.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the way that you beat hate and jealousy is to just keep on doing what you're doing. And like Mr. Arknolia said over there before, you ignore it and you move forward. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to ignore because they're putting your address out there and your phone number and your whole life out there, and they do it to hurt you or to make you want to leave. And like, you know, they definitely sometimes they run into the wrong people, because that's not going to make somebody, like, that might make some people leave and, you know, run away, but like, not this person, you know, not these people.
No,
you know, doing that is only hurting yourself. It's only hurting yourself. It shows other people what kind of a piece of shit you are, that you would go and try to hurt a frontline worker or try to hurt innocent people and put their addresses and their phone numbers out there. It shows what kind of a person they are, you know?
Yep.
And as long as we're not those people, then who cares? I mean, listen, I don't have to answer for them. They got to sleep at night, not me.
Yep.
So,
I'm busy doing my own thing. I'm busy making money. I'm busy making content. Probably after I'm done with this program, I found this other dark techno set I'm going to upload on my channel pretty soon, either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm doing a lot of things here.
You have, and you know what? And you have fun doing it, right? So
yeah,
like,
right.
They could say whatever they want, Dr. Earl. It don't matter
Yeah.
because we have fun. We have fun doing this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And that's all that is. Fuck everything else.
Yeah. And you know what? The best thing about this is that we could throw something back at them, like saying, well, you're for well, this is what I'm gonna do. Well, you're this and that. You're this and that. You're about the low life. You're this like, I don't know. Your mother wasn't say that while I was porking her.
Yeah, well, like I'll hatred, bro. You know how much hatred and jealousy the guy has for all of us that
Yes.
he goes on.
No.
He goes on last night and he makes a video going, "I'm so glad the Islanders lost to Boston."
Of course, yeah.
Come on, man. Come
Oh
on,
my
dude.
gosh.
Come on, bro. Fuck out of here.
Give us a
Well,
break. Scunty
it's-
McCrunty, you need help. You need a Canadian police barge down your door, grab your ass, and throw you in the psych ward.
Yeah,
He needs
And-
it bad.
it's hopefully the right things will happen, and if anything illegal is done, they'll find out what it is and take the proper steps.
Yes, and I think Dave Rose took all the information he got from the tribunal and took it to the authorities, I guess, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so, man. And
Good.
like I know recently a lot of people went to the authorities too, so
Yeah.
and to the family and he keeps saying that like me and my friends and my wife contact his family, Scott. And it's like I've never contacted his family. I've never spoken to anybody in his family. I've never tried to contact anybody in his family.
Let alone call his number.
Dude, I seen a video with all of our faces in there, with all of our pictures in there, and it's fucking weird that this guy has photos of fucking Filthy Mouth Gamers.
Wow.
Of his wedding. He has photos of Filthy Mouth Gamer's wedding in his fucking photo.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, like there's something mentally gone, bro. Mentally gone. And if the authorities and YouTube have any wit whatsoever, they would get this guy fucked off the internet before something happens to him or someone else.
Wow.
But we'll see
Wow,
what
man.
happens.
All right, so all we could do is let it play out as it is, because it would be foolish for all of us, to take immediate action for this and that because that's stooping to that level, and we don't need to do that.
People reach out to his family, and like I said, I didn't reach out to his family. I would never do that. That's a waste of my time. Why would I do that? But people have, and I think more and more his family is finding out like what he's involved in, and it's like opening their eyes. Like, holy shit, our son is involved in a lot of crazy shit and has done a lot of insane shit to people.
Yeah, I know.
And family knows about it. And like he was saying, oh, I'm going to call your family. I'm going to call Bruce. I'm going to call. And I'm like, you know what? Call my father. He would tell you to go fuck yourself probably and hang up on you. So like you can call my family. It's a waste of time because my family knows I do a YouTube show, but they know who I am. They know I'm not going to get in trouble. They know I'm not going to break any laws. They know I'm not going to put my family at risk over a fight with some dude from Canada. So like I haven't broke any laws. I have nothing to hide.
Neither
I'm
have
not
I.
afraid of the coming. I'm not afraid of the FBI looking into something. So, but on Scott's side, I'd be afraid. I'd be really afraid because he's done so much illegal shit and like pedophile shit. It's like not even fun. Like, this guy's grooming kids with a dickhead hat on.
Oh my
like, that's
gosh.
Just an 8-year-old. He's telling an 8-year-old and a
Bert.
14-year-old his sex life. Who
Oh my
does that?
gosh. Oh my God. Bird, we got to add you to the call, dude. He's trying to call right now.
Bird. I'll try to get him in, yeah.
All right, definitely. He's calling me right now.
So tell me who this is, Mr. Arknolia and Mr.
YR,
Dr.
and it's me. It's me.
Wait, but I'm asking the older guys because they might know better. But YR and Keith, if you want to guess this too, go ahead. But tell me what voice this is. You ready? You ready, guys?
Dang,
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Bird.
I'm ready.
Oh, Bird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like your Bird. Look at me, Bird. Oh, Bird. Big bum man. Come on, you don't know?
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on. The older
Bird
guy.
now. Bird. Do it for Bird. Bird just joined.
Oh, Bird.
There he is.
Goldberg
There he is.
from
Bird, what's up, dude?
What's up, Bird? Oh, Bird. Bird.
Bro,
Bird.
is that called a hip check when they use the hip and push
Oh.
the other guy?
Bird always has a problem when he first comes on Skype. Constantly, you'll never the room and you'll hear right away like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Did he
It never
go?
works. Bird.
Did Bird leave already?
He has to get on Skype. He's got to kickstart the gerbil. He's got to turn on the light switch.
Here, I was thinking the bird is the word.
How have you
There
guys
he
ever
is.
watched? Have you ever watched Sesame Street as a kid?
Sesame
Watch what?
Street?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sesame Street when you were a kid?
I have a couple
Yeah,
times.
but,
Yes, I have.
Well, do you know
No, I haven't.
Big
do
Bird.
you know who Big Bird's best friend is?
Mrs. Sapalakafis, I think it's pronounced. I think it was. That imaginary friend. Yeah.
Do you remember when Snuffleupagus
It's-
was in the room and he would go, "Oh, Bird."
Yeah, I think I remember it now. It's coming back now,
Instead
man.
of watching Sesame Street, I was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Snuffleupagus.
Well, you're younger than us. You know, me and Arky, we were like,
Nah, Keith.
we're old majors.
He's like 40.
well,
Keith,
I
how
was
old,
watching it with my
42?
kids.
I'm 35.
Wow.
I'm
Guys.
35.
Keith is 74 years old. You guys didn't know that?
What, Keith? You're older than me?
No, 35.
35.
Islanders suck.
Actually, Keith
Oh,
is.
come on.
Oh, dude.
He's
Don't say that, Bird.
West Florida. Did somebody call?
A Cheddar Trigger can. We're having an Islanders watch party here.
Somebody call?
You know what? Fuck the
And
Islanders.
they do look,
Somebody
listen,
talking?
they do look like when they get into these little fights, Islanders do look tougher than Boston. Like, they fight but better. You know what I'm saying? They're more.
Everybody's a liberal in Boston. That's why they're all pussies.
Fuck boy. How about that? Have a girl instead. Okay, cunt.
You know what? Go do another show with Joe. How about that?
Oh.
Oh, dude.
Come on, Bird.
Dude.
The low blow.
How about an all-female hockey team?
Ken knows I'm fucking with him.
Why don't you go hang out with
Oh.
Scott?
Yeah, I might just do that. I might just pull a Tony and go do it. Who knows?
I like that number 40, 41, Nuremberg, 47,
Bird.
Barzell's number 13.
Barzell's number 13, brother.
I like that Nuremberg guy at number 47. Fights.
Oh, they call him Uncle Leo. He's Russian.
Damn, this is great.
Oh, Bird.
So we got a pretty cool party going on right now. We got the Islanders game. We got all of us on the call here. We're live.
Yeah, Dr. Earl, tweet it out, man. We should all tweet her out.
All right.
What other?
I already tweeted out before we went on live that we'll be live here, but should definitely tweet out again now that you mention it again.
How many
Yeah.
rounds until the championship cup? Is it 3 or 4 rounds? How many?
We're going to tweet her out.
I'm gonna tweet it out. I'm a fucker.
Keith, how many rounds is in the playoffs? Do they play? How many rounds until the Stanley Cup?
Which
22.
They played 3 rounds, and then the Stanley Cup Finals is 4 rounds altogether.
So second round, that's pretty good. So if the Islanders win this whole thing, I mean, that's pretty much like the semifinals, huh?
The Islanders have made the second round 3 years in a row, and they made the third round last year. Yes, and we just scored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ken, we're watching at the same time right now. It's all,
Ever since I've been on this call with you guys, they scored 3 goals.
that's what I'm
man.
saying, Ken. And that
Yes,
the Bruins goalie Rass, he looks pissed.
Yo, keep saying fuck down, bro. Keep saying it.
No,
Fuck the Islanders in their ass. I hope they fuck scissors.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
JC, go!
I hope they
That's
fuck
it.
a bunch of scissors.
dude, Joe is so pissed right now. Probably
Yo,
he's gonna have a horrible show.
Shannon's got the jersey on of the guy who just
Wow, the Joe.
jersey on of the guy who just scored. YR.
He looks like Lucky Low.
You wanna do it?
He looks like Lucky Low. He does.
Oh, my
Wait, hold
gosh.
on. I'm gonna show you the jersey. Look on your screen. Hold on. Ready?
All right.
Hold on. Let me get a light on.
Why did she get his jersey? Why does she like him for it?
Look, here.
I can't
No.
see camera.
I don't see a motherfucking thing.
What? Look, all right, look
Look at
now.
Bird's doing his country accent now. For this
So
episode,
yeah, well, he does that a lot on 80 programs. So
You
Cashew,
got it.
cashew.
I don't see shit.
Wait, hold on. Let me get a photo.
Yeah, I.
Sorry. What? I gotta go back outside. Hold on.
Can you have a TV outside on your porch?
No.
Uh,
I use my phone.
why does Shannon like that player though? Why is he so? Like, what's?
Because like that's like her favorite player. Look, I just put the photo in the chat.
Ooh.
Straits,
Oh. Dude, that jersey's lit.
it's a nice jersey, right?
Dude, I want one. All jokes aside.
look at it
I'm
right
an
now.
Islanders fan first of the community. Besides
They got
Cam, not you.
They got the nicest.
Nice,
You know what,
I like that. Cool
Fuck
colors
you.
there.
Yeah, I love the colors.
Vegas is nice colors too.
Freaking guy.
Go be a diehard. Go jump on the Vegas bandwagon like Bailey did.
Oh my.
No, I'm on the Islanders bandwagon.
I'm on that Islanders shit, son.
I can wear Astros hats and match.
Oh yeah, you're right because of the orange. You're right. JG
What?
Pachos.
What type
Right.
of shit is this? You live in Houston. You're an Astros fan, but you're also an Islanders fan. What
Dude, I
the
know people who
actual
live in New
fuck?
York who root for the Dallas Cowboys, man.
That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
You know?
Because they're tired of all your teams fucking losing, and that's not a joke.
Yeah,
That's not
but
a
hell, a
joke.
lot of
Bird-
people back when
That's not
Super
a
Bowl
joke. That's a fact.
hell Bird when Super Bowl 40 was at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, there were lots of people rooting for both Seattle and Pittsburgh, the other cities there.
Oh, I remember that shit. That was fucking lit. I like that
Bird,
game.
It
Arkansas, you
was,
have no
man.
teams.
Absolutely,
Bird, you have no
dude.
teams. Bird
You're
has
right.
0 teams.
Dude, I got
You're right.
I was
You're right,
I
Baggy.
was
We
predicting
have to adopt the
Well,
closest thing.
Louisiana.
I was predicting Pittsburgh would win, and it was, they won, and next, it was by me shots
Number
after
5.
shot after shot after shot.
He's shot by the Boston guy. Damn, the helmet's off. And he's punching him for real with the helmet off.
It's throwdown time.
AYR.
Yeah.
Yo.
What up?
Does Houston have a hockey team?
I don't think it does.
no.
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 They used to have
So
the
the-
Arrows, but that was like a minor league type thing.
Oh wow.
So the only Texas team is the Stars.
Stars, yeah.
Shout out to Shannon in the background.
Ma'am.
Paju sucks, they're saying right now.
Oh shit.
What?
What?
Yeah, they're saying Paju sucks because he scored against them.
Oh shit.
Why,
Anger.
are they allowed to punch the people when their helmets come off? Too?
Oh, my
Like cheap
God.
shots. You see
Yeah,
that?
look at what they're doing to each other, bro. It's getting rowdy, this game,
Oh
bro.
my
saying.
gosh.
Really rowdy. Boston Bruins do not like to lose, bro. They don't take kindly to losing, bro.
Oh,
like
shit.
They, they
Oh.
don't take kindly to it. And we slapped them around all season long. So, like, they've been losing a lot to us. So they really don't like losing us, man. We beat them like 7 times this year. We took the season series like big time.
And they
Wow.
have an audience. They have a crowd there. Are they gonna have a New York crowd?
Oh, dude, wait till you see our crowd, bro. You want to see a crowd? You
I
can't
gotta
even
check
hear the
this
whistle.
out.
You can't even hear the whistle. At the last game we played at home, the players were complaining that they couldn't hear the ref's whistle.
You gotta get tickets for that game. You gotta go somewhere
Damn.
else.
That's a fancy.
Come on.
Dude, if the Islanders win this, that means they're guaranteed another home game. So that means like every game they win, they're guaranteed another home game because their new building is built. It's
Wow.
a brand new state-of-the-art building. It's all done. It's ready to go. So as soon as their last playoff game is done here, they're done. They now move to the brand new stadium, and they'll never play here again.
Oh, wow.
And that's the sad part because that place is the barn, bro. That place
Wow.
has been since 1969. That place.
Wait, so if they go to like the Stanley Cup, they'll play it at the new stadium?
No, they'll play at the old stadium this year.
You gotta go. You gotta go to one of those games then. If it's gonna be the last, you have to.
It's gonna be the last, dude. I went to the last ones, bro. You know how many times they did this to us? When we moved to Brooklyn, they were like, "Okay, it's the last game ever in the Coliseum. They're moving to Brooklyn," and I said, "No, they'll be back. I'm not going to it." They were like, "You're not gonna go to the last game ever in the Coliseum?" And I was like, "Dude, they'll be back. They're not playing in Brooklyn for forever. They're doing this to try to get a new building." And I knew it. And what happened? 2 years later, they left Brooklyn and went back to the Coliseum because you can't play in Brooklyn. It's made for basketball. It's not made for hockey.
I see there, yeah.
All the seating areas are off. They got a car at the end of the goal. Like, in back of the goal was a car.
Wow,
So
wow. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, people couldn't even sit behind the Islanders' goal in the first period because there's a goddamn car there.
Wow.
It's so stupid. Yeah,
Wow.
if you look it up, Islanders playing in Brooklyn, you'll see when they're playing, it's horrible, bro. The fans complained so much about it and said the seating isn't right. It's not made for hockey. It's just made for basketball. And they made that place just for basketball because they didn't think the Islanders were going to play there, you know? And everybody thought they'd get a new building out here on Long Island. And then everything fell through. They weren't getting a new building, so they moved to Brooklyn. But I knew it. And 2 years later, they canceled the 30-year lease that they had with the Barclays Center, which is in Brooklyn, and they canceled their lease, and they moved back to the Nassau Coliseum. And then they found out, okay, you're getting a brand new state-of-the-art building where they have the Preakness, where they have the Triple Crown. You know how they do the
horse racing?
Horse race? Yeah, they do the Preakness, Kentucky Derby, and the Belmont Stakes. Well, the Belmont Stakes is the third race for the Triple Crown. And right now, their brand new state-of-the-art Coliseum is now right next to that stadium, the Belmont Stadium, which is really awesome. It's a little bit further than the Coliseum is from where I live right now. I'm 5 minutes away from the Coliseum, but it's like about 15 minutes away now instead of 5 minutes. So I'm man, it's a brand new stadium. I can't wait to go to it.
Wow, interesting.
You see that car? You see that car, bro?
Yes, I do see. Yes, I see it right now, man.
Yeah, horrible, man.
Wow.
So, and if you look up the new stadium, what is it called, Shannon? USB or something? It's some kind of weird name, but it's the new stadium. Oh, shit. It's the new stadium at Belmont. For the Islanders. Look it up. It's so gorgeous, this stadium. I was in the middle of saying something.
Shannon, want to come on the air say hi to us right now for a moment?
Dude, she's watching hockey, man. You don't want to hear from her right now, bro. Like, you don't want to.
Oh, she's hyped up. I can hear it in the background.
Yeah. The Montreal Canadiens are beating the Toronto fucking Maple Leafs with 4 minutes. They're about to upset the Maple Leafs, bro. The Maple Leafs are going to fire everybody because they have the most expensive team in hockey. And now they're about to get beat by a shithole of a team. Like, the Canadiens suck. They're horrible. They're the worst team in the NHL playoffs. You know, and they're going to
gets fucking released.
Yeah, Tavares should get released because he just looks like an idiot joining them now. Like, it's like you went there to win a Stanley Cup and you can't even get out of the first round. Ever. It says Leafs forever. It says Leafs forever.
Oh, shit.
Kid, do you want to hear some fucked up karma? Tavares leaving to go win a title, and he loses, but the Islanders go all the way and they win a title.
Well, dude, that's what happened last year. The Islanders went to the semifinals. They were 3 wins away from the Stanley Cup Finals, and Tavares and Toronto got swept out of the playoffs in the first round. And all the fans out here were going, good, now he's out of the playoffs, and we're going to go further than him. And we did. And everybody was giving it to him on Twitter, bro. They were talking about John Tavares all over Twitter. Like, I know for a fact John Tavares does not look at his Twitter feed, because if he does, he's going to be reminded that the Islanders are kicking ass and he sucks. And it's sad, man. It's sick, bro, because they were burning his jersey when he played here. They burnt his jersey out in the parking lot.
Holy shit, dude.
It's pretty bad, man. And when he got knocked out last week, he got knocked the fuck out in the first game. Laid out. Somebody put a knee to his temple and, knocked him out hard, bro. Where he started falling backwards and shit. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And he's still out. And he hasn't played since game 1 because he got knocked the fuck out.
Brain damage?
Well, no, I don't think he's got anything like that, but he definitely has concussion where he can't play for a while.
Oh,
so
man.
he's out definitely.
Oh,
You
he's
know?
out for the rest of the playoffs because concussions take a good month at least to heal.
Yeah, it is.
And
That's crazy. And the Islanders got one period left. They're up 3-1, and right now Montreal is 3 minutes away from upsetting Toronto, and it's like fucking weird, man. But I love it. I love it. But I'm gonna watch the third period with Shannon and get off in like 5 minutes because the game's coming back on. They're at the break right now.
Ah.
Do you like
Watch.
Benjamin?
Huh?
Do I like what?
Breaking Benjamin?
Breaking Benjamin?
Yeah.
They got a couple of good tracks, yeah. They got a couple of good tracks, right?
Yep.
Oh, they're all right.
What do they sing again? What do they sing again that was popular?
The Diary of Cain, I Will Not Bow, Give Me a Sign, Torn
You know
in...
Let me ask you if you guys like this band, and maybe Mr. Arknolia, do you know about modern bands or not? Like today's music, like rock
Some
and roll?
of them, but not a lot of them.
Have you ever heard of the Fray?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Familiar, but I haven't heard them.
Yeah, they sing How to Save a Life and one other song.
Yeah,
I remember
had
that
so
song.
many tracks, man. They were so good in the early 2000s. Man, I really fell in love with them, and I fell in love with the Killers. You ever heard of the Killers?
We have, yeah.
Yeah, I love the Killers.
Well, there's another band about that period of time that I keep asking these guys about that they haven't heard, and I'm flabbergasted.
What?
Have you ever heard of Porcupine Tree?
Negative.
What do they sing again? Like, what was it? I think
They're more like the modern prog rock groups that are out
yeah,
there.
they're kind of a prog rock group. Their leader's a guy by the name of Stephen Wright, who's essentially a genius. They do songs like what was the name of that album? Dead Wing. There's a song in there called Glass Arm Shattering, which
I'm gonna
is
check
good.
them out. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, they do some stuff that when you watch it, and their drummer's phenomenal. I mean, the drummer is just
Well,
lights
see,
out.
that's one thing I love when a band has a really good drummer. Like, that's why I always loved Metallica when I was a kid, because it was like I always looked at Lars Ulrich as like a god, bro, when I was a kid. Lars Ulrich was the shit when I was a kid, man. And I grew
Or
up
the
to hate him.
Who when Keith Moon was still with them.
Oh,
Or
dude.
John
and
Bonham.
John
and
Bonham.
Rush, dude. When I would watch Rush, bro, and like they had double drummers at one point, right? Rush.
Rush. No, it was just one drummer, Neil Peart. Rest in peace.
Wait a second. Who was the group who had two drummers at one point?
Led
Playing for
Zeppelin.
them.
Led Zeppelin. That was at Live Aid.
No.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
Allman Brothers.
The Allman Brothers? Who the fuck?
I
Oh
think
my
they had
God, that's who it is, dude. The Allman Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, my father used to listen to the Allman Brothers so much, and then when what's his name left the group and started doing his shit on his own, like he was huge in my house. I used to be forced to listen to all his music because my father would constantly play what's his name from the Allman Brothers. What the hell's his name?
Greg
again?
Allman?
Is it Greg? No, was it the other guy?
Dickie Betts.
The guy who sings. No, am I thinking of someone else? Hold on. Who's
because Greg Allman was their singer.
All right, who's the guy who has the white hair and would sing with a really high pitch, like I forgot. What the fuck was that again? And
Boy, I was born a rambling man. Was it that song?
No, not that.
Michael
To
McDonald.
believe Michael McDonald. Yeah, he used to be in what group again? Was that
The Doobie Brothers?
the Doobie Brothers? That's who my father used to play all the time. Doobie Brothers was all time.
And Arca just gave out a list of some of the Doobie Brothers song there, and most of them from the Tom Johnson era earlier on.
I love the Doobie Brothers because I grew up to it, and at the time when I was a kid, I didn't know what I was listening to. But growing up and then saying, "Oh man, I remember this," and then getting back into it, and then now studying it on my own, and then finding about the Doobie Brothers, and I grew to love that band. Like I really just grew to love that band at one point.
Yeah,
Nice.
one of the things I told people was, if you're going to get two definitive Doobie Brothers albums, one of them has to be Toulouse Street, and the other one has to be The Captain and Me.
Oh, The Captain and Me, bro, was just like, that is full of that whole record was good, man. That entire record was good.
There's at least two songs in there that I mentioned on my list that these guys didn't apparently know. Let's see if you do. Clear as the driven snow.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Road Angel.
Well, Road Angel, see, like, I have heard of it,
Road
but, like,
Angel. That wasn't on that album, was it?
well, because, like, I was going to say, because I didn't hear that song too much, but I know the song, you know what I mean? But, like, that album,
God damn it. Yo, no, Scott, please don't put my address in the chat.
Oh,
Scott's
my
saying,
God,
Oh,
Yeah, we
dude.
got
want
rid
your
of his
address in the
bitch
chat?
ass.
dude, don't let him spook you, bro. Who cares?
He's
It's
gone.
who
I
cares?
removed
Mod
him.
Bird.
It don't care, bro. Like, don't care about it, dude. Because you know what? Put the address out there. Nothing's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
So who cares? You know? Who cares? Motherfucker ain't gonna show up to your house. So who gives a shit? You know?
Earl, that is me.
People don't. You know, if people know where I live, they come and see me. If you don't want to come and see me, then shut your mouth. You know? It's as simple as that. So don't let it bother you, IR. It's all good. Don't let it intimidate you or hurt you.
Yeah, just to be defined it as asswipe, plain and simple.
It's sad, bro. It's sad because wherever there's fun, wherever there's friendship, there'll be Scott and Simo, Scott and Chris Moore to hate on it. You know what I mean? Wherever there's fun, there'll be Scott and Chris Moore to hate on it. So it comes with second. It's.
I mean, I don't bring the guy up on my shows. I don't do Scott Tint. I don't do nothing. I don't do his clips.
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't matter if you do or not. Look, for the longest time, I didn't say a word about the guy. And he would say to everybody, he's talking about me, and I wasn't. Everybody knew I wasn't. It's the fact that you're having fun and you have friends. He does not like that YR has friends and is having fun. He wants the YR who is vigilante and arguing with everybody because it puts you in the same boat as him. You know? Yeah. And misery loves company, dude. You know? Misery loves company, bro. That's why you gotta wipe your hands and walk away from it. Just walk the fuck away from it. Just leave it behind you. You know? Because a person like that only will last so long in this world, man.
I hate to do this, but just real quick back to the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
You good, yeah.
Disciple, White Sun.
White Sun.
I Cheat the Hangman.
That's yeah. Well, I mean, and you know what? You're going with like songs that like not everybody knows.
Exactly.
I mean, because like unless you're a Doobie Brothers fan, you really, and it's sad because some people should know about these songs because they are that good. You know what I mean?
They're
very good.
Especially the people of today, as I mentioned many times.
Yeah. And that list is good because that's the list that lets you know about music right there, because you're not going to mention that stuff like unless you really know about music and appreciate it for what it is, And
Absolutely.
some people listen to music just to listen to music and they don't really like feel the music. They hear it, and
Right.
that's okay because music is what it is for you,
Right.
For me, it's spiritual, For me, it's deep, some stuff.
Same here, man.
Yeah, and like the more you love it, the more you feel it, Yeah.
Obviously for me.
Yeah. What's up, Bird?
Bird? You there, dude?
Birdie?
Bird? Birdie Bird?
I guess not. But yeah.
Hello?
There you are, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate Skype. I was saying, y'all would basically put on a whole album and go from start to finish. Because, like, what I would do is I would put on, like, let's just say I hear, like, a mainstream song from Doobie. I would hear the Doobie Brothers. I would
Oh,
go
my
back.
gosh.
I like to go back to the beginning of where they started, of any band. It don't
That's
matter.
how I did
And
it
just
many times with the
work
Ramones,
my
Skinny
way
Puppy.
to today.
Dude, that's exactly what I did with the Doors because, like, my uncle showed me the Doors and showed me about them, and I started listening, right? And I went, and he told me here's their first album. And I went and I listened to it, and then I took it from there, and I kept going with it. And the Montreal Canadiens just beat Toronto, bro. It's so funny.
Hold on, guys. Guys, I'm
My
going to add
favorite
Danny
show
MT
on
to the
Strange
call here.
Days.
He wants to call, be a part.
Who?
Danny MT.
Oh, of course.
Danny MT, Tommy and C. But yeah, dude, like for that shitty Montreal Canadiens team to be to beat a shittier Toronto Maple Leafs team is just a fucking joke and a half.
That's funny, dude. Who do they play?
There
next?
he is.
Now, oh, dude, they don't want to play who they play
Hey,
next,
Ken?
brother. Yeah.
What was your favorite Doors album?
I would say that double album, the
Double-
fucking
Absolutely
album.
live.
yeah, the live double album.
Yeah, because
where
it
they
had.
did the live version of Celebration of the Lizard.
Yeah, I was going to mention that as well.
Yes, that was my favorite album, man, because like that album, just like the singing in it and the music in it is just flawless at times, man. I mean, when you know, and the songs that they. And the order that they did it, and like just everything they did on that double live CD is just it really fucking influenced me into rock and roll. It really brought me into a whole nother realm, you know. And I couldn't believe that music was from that long ago, because I was like, yo, it still matters. It still sounds good. It still gets you adrenaline going. It still, you know what I mean? Like it still works, you know. Some of the old stuff don't work anymore.
I
You
know.
because we've moved on and we've heard other noises and other things mixed together that sound better. But like, and don't get me wrong, I love old stuff, but like some of it just doesn't sound relevant anymore. But the Doors, they just always, especially that album, you know, and I listened to it in the 90s, like early 90s when I first found it. So it was already like, what, 20, 30 years old at that point?
Yeah.
And, you know, so I was like, you know, it really influenced me into like a bunch of other stuff. And I started listening to Elton John and, you know, I started really getting into obscure stuff, man. Like I branched out into like Dean Martin and Sinatra and like.
Really, I was
big bands
branching
and
out
shit,
to Tangerine Dream, old Kraftwerk, you know, a project like Scorn, Godflesh, and all those other bands, you know, way
you know,
more
I
obscure.
went back to the birth. I went back to the birth of rock and roll when I first started getting into it too, and I went back and I
Wow.
listened to early Elvis,
Berry.
bro. Chuck Berry, yeah. Like
Oh,
all
you
those-
should have checked out the earlier episodes of me and Ark did on that scene there.
Well, we
I
went
heard
over
some
that
of them. I heard
extensive.
some of them. Yeah, I heard you guys on some of those episodes.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I started getting into all that, and then I got into James Brown a lot, and I got into
Wow.
like this funk shit, and then I got into like I really got into jazz at one point, like the really
yeah.
hard jazz, and then like now in my older age, I like a lot of stuff, and I even stuff that I didn't like as a kid, I'm liking now, which is
Like
weird.
some of the,
That's
like
kind
a
of
couple of disco songs for me, like Night Fever and If I Can't Have You.
Yeah, like
Ken,
when
you
it
know
was
what that
out,
is?
I didn't like it when it was out. I didn't like the
Neither
shit.
did I. I was because
Now I like it. I don't know what it is. Like some of the stuff
You're
in the
appreciating the art of it, Ken. You're
guess
appreciating
so,
the
yeah.
art and
Yeah.
the like feel of it. That's what it is. Because if you're a kid, you're not gonna want to hear that like shit like that. You're
Yeah,
gonna want to
exactly.
hear that
exactly. Dude,
stuff
when I
that
was a
just gets
kid,
on the radio.
when I was a kid, I was listening to the Fat Boys, Run DMC, fucking LL Cool J, you know, In Excess, George Michaels, you know, there's a lot more, but like, and then when the 90s rolled around and the grunge music came out,
the alternative
I
stuff.
started the alternative. Yeah, I started to really go alternative, and I became a big Pearl Jam guy. Where I loved Pearl Jam. I loved
Yeah.
all their albums. I went to all their concerts, and then you know, and now in my older age, like I was saying, like I never liked Guns N' Roses when I was younger, right?
Oh
but,
man, dude.
Oh, wow.
but I like them now. I enjoy their music now. I
Yeah.
enjoy what they did. I didn't like any of the hairband music either back then. It just turned me off. But listening to it now, man, there was so many good tracks they made back then that really
Yeah,
get you
absolutely. And albums
you know?
like Invasion of Your Privacy, one of my favorites still
right.
today.
Oh,
So
yeah,
for me,
dude.
also the same thing with the Sex Pistols. I didn't care for them back as when it was near when I became a teenager, but now as an adult, you
I
listen
love
to
the
that
Sex
album,
Pistols.
you see
Yeah,
where
I
they
love
you
the
see
Sex-
their viewpoint. You see
Yeah, man.
where they were coming from in some of their songs.
I
Like
also
Dr.
Brown,
respect
that's
him
it.
as an artist.
What about when
Yo,
Abraham Lincoln was
guys-
the president, Dr. Brown? Remember that?
yo,
Oh
who's
my
those
gosh!
guys?
Oh, dude.
Who's those-
Danny
who's-
MT is
who's
with
those
us,
guys?
by the way, guys. What up, Danny?
What's going on, guys? What's up?
We're doing
Yo,
all. We
who's
just
those
have.
guys that sing "Let Me Go Around Like a Blister in the Sun"?
Violet Femmes. That's an old '80s one
Yes.
there.
I used to love that shit. Danny, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's
I'm
good,
up.
crack? What's good? What's
Welcome to the
cracking?
party. We got a big ass party going on right now, man.
Yeah, man.
My-
Yo, we're gonna we're all gonna put on a dickhead hat later and call up an 8-year-old. Down?
Oh, dude.
You kid, I never did that stuff, Ken. You edited that video.
Okay.
You edited it. I have the proof. I have the proof.
Yeah, okay.
I have all the proof, you fat fuck. Everybody on this call is fake. You're all fake.
Oh, gosh.
My liver.
And nobody's clearly an athlete or a jock or gamer. I don't see it anywhere.
I don't see it. My liver just went from level 1 to level 5.
You're all having fun. You're dead.
Damn.
We're dicks.
My favorite song is Knocking
I'm
on
gonna suck
Heaven's
all
Door.
your cocks. I'm gonna suck all your cocks. Fuck this. Dr. Earl, fuck this. I'm gonna suck your cock, Dr. Earl. I'm gonna suck your cock, Dr. Earl. I'm gonna.
Oh, dude. You're going to drink it all? You're going to drink what's in it? You're going to drink what's in it?
I'm gonna drink what's in it, and I'm gonna fuck my sister.
Oh, no. I'm gonna suck all your cocks.
I'm gonna suck what's in it, and I'm gonna fucking wear my sister's dog and take it up the
Oh,
ass.
God. I love it.
And then I'm gonna cross-dress, and I'm gonna send it to Dave Rose.
And then I'm gonna suck all.
Dude, I got an eye, man.
My liver just went to level 5, and I'm about to die.
Yo, this guy Scott is telling people that we're harassing his family. I've never spoken to one member of his family ever. I never said their first names, last names, joke, like no names involved whatsoever ever with his family. I never said names, but now I'm gonna be doing it all over the place now.
Oh, man.
Bro, they said Dave Rose said that it was people from his hometown and shit.
Yeah, but like he could very easily go ask his family who's contacted them and find out that it's not me or any of you guys. But you know what? He'd rather just blame it on all of us, and it's fine. Blame it on all of us.
Make
it's not
himself
true.
the victim as always.
Yeah, it's not true, and there's no way you can prove that, and there's no proof of it because I know it's not true. So there's nothing you could do about it. You could sit there and put it on us, but it doesn't mean it's fact. So.
Did you know? I have all the proof, man. I have it all. It is you, and I can prove it. I got a 5-second video that proves it all.
Dude, every other day he's blaming someone new for being lockjaw. One day it's me, the next day it's the cousin, next day it's you, next day it's Dr. Earl, the next day it's this guy, the next day it's that guy. It's like this guy's all over the place. He don't know what the fuck's going on. He's got his head up his ass. He don't know what's going on. He lives in a fucking alternate reality.
Shout out to Nicky Nice. He's in my chat saying, thanks for the vid, Scott. We have confirmation that you beat a fag.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
It's all documented, man. He's just burying himself at this point, man. I'm glad he did what he did tonight because it proved to people who were questioning whether there was a problem or not. It proved it tonight. And I always said, you know what? You give Scott enough rope, he'll hang himself. And he did tonight because the person who was looking into that shit was questioning shit, and then all of a sudden saw the videos with names on it and everything he was saying, and then they were like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Because I said, give it a couple of days, he'll start manically putting videos up, like 20 of them at a time, and bang, he did it. So thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. There we go.
So,
and he's going plumb. He's going plumb local in my chat right now. He's saying, "I will destroy you, kid. I'm gonna destroy you."
He's a bitch,
Shut
dude. He can't
up.
destroy me. See me, bitch. I ain't afraid of you. Can't do nothing.
Hey, Scott, put a hand grenade up your ass.
Ken, I'm gonna destroy you all. I will destroy you. Oh, you fat fuck. You and your wife are up at 11 at night drinking when you should be taking care of your family. You fat fuck. Fuck you. Fuck.
It's so funny. You make claims without, it's like, yeah, say whatever you want, man. You're the guy wearing a dickhead hat talking to an 8-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Dude.
Jesus.
Dude.
Kid, don't make fun of my dickhead hat, you fucking pussy. It's fucking great.
All out there. Everybody knows what the deal is. There's no reason to even
Absolutely.
talk about it, honestly, at this point.
Oh my gosh, Shannon's in savage mode.
And that's always a good thing.
Dude, she was a savage last night.
I know, I was listening to that, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
Ripped in a new butthole, bro. It was like, Jesus.
Ken, I heard the replay back today, and I was just like, oh my God, I should have heard this live.
Oh, dude, it was like, you gotta let it, get it off the chest, sis, you know what I mean? Because, it's like, she don't bother nobody. My wife's a frontline worker. She volunteers her time to sick COVID people and bust her ass doing shit in this world, and that's who Scott attacks, an innocent fucking, frontline worker.
Essential worker, yeah.
Yeah, of course that's who he would attack, because that's Scott. He goes to the lowest of the low. And he'll attack a professional, and he'll attack somebody and make claims and say all these things. And meanwhile, there's no video or proof of anything that he says, but there's video and proof out there of what he's done. Plenty
lots
of it.
Yeah, lots of it, man.
A lot of it.
Yeah, my wife made a comment about talking about what they were saying, and somebody said that Scott wears his sister's dresses when he was little, and the sister.
Are you serious?
And the sister confirmed it. Yeah, and the sister confirmed it.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that's confirmed? I thought that was a rib.
So Scott is a tranny, confirmed, right?
100% confirmed.
Oh my God, I thought that was the joke of the night.
Oh my God.
It's true, brother. And Shannon made a comment about, what does he wear, the red one or the blue one? And then all of a sudden that means now to go and dox and threaten her job and harass her and bully her online. And we got that all documented, and everything's documented. And honestly, what we did today, I'm very happy with what we got done. And I'm very happy that he did what he did today, because it just proved the point to a lot of people. And, yeah, and you know what? It's all good, man. Let it keep happening. They're watching, right? They watch everything that's being done. The guy,
I don't get a hold of that photo, dude, because that photo, he better hope that photo doesn't reach the airwaves, because it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, he's got so many people after him at this point, bro. Like I said before, I don't contact his family. I never have, neither has my wife or any of my friends. But there are so many people from his own neighborhood, his own area, that and people that know Chris Moore, his friend. That Chris Moore has dealt with. So, you want to be really twisted shit, think of that. And there's people that are paying attention and watching everything, and now new people that have seen new things. And, he just keeps digging it deeper and deeper and deeper. And I haven't broken any law, neither of you guys. We just use our mouths. We don't make threats. We don't fucking, it's we don't do that. And everything we've done is still online. I don't erase my videos. Dr. O don't erase his videos.
Nope.
There's no reason to. That's me. Why would I erase what's me? Unless I don't want people to see that side of me.
If you don't want people to see that side of you wouldn't bring it on the airwaves anyway. Exactly. That goes to anybody.
I've done nothing wrong, and my whole entire family knows what I do, and they say, as long as you deal with wackos like Scott, because we had to deal with this 2-3 years ago because of Scott. He was the one who put out my address originally, and now with the latest stuff that's done, it really buried him now, man. And as soon as this COVID shit is up, and then we're able to,
go to another country, so it's state stuff,
and able to do stuff and make moves legally through lawyers and everything else that we discovered today. We're going to do it, and it's definitely going to be done. It's just a matter of when. So, and all of it's there. All the proof is there. We don't need, we're not showing shit from 3 years ago like he is. We're showing shit from today. You know what I mean? There's shit from today we got. So it's all good, bro. The guy put himself in a vice. He's in a vice, and he created it himself. by being a
Yeah.
psycho.
And he's proven that in my chat. Look how many fake names he's coming out, fake accounts.
Yeah, a lot of them, bro. A lot of them.
Sure it's not, are we just sure it's not Simo?
I don't know.
I guess some of it could be, but I mean, he's got his own problems too. That dude, man. And Scott sold him out, bro. Scott basically showed everything that he's sent to him, man, and people recorded the shit out of that, and it's all over the entire community.
Wow.
And everything that was said and given Scott is all there. And see, like what Simo did going into the white pages, that's not illegal. But giving information to another person with the intent and then they air it on a fucking live stream, that's illegal. Because that's illegal in so many different ways. Like that's like online bullying, harassment, doxing, and like all this shit. Yeah, it was on, and it is stalking at this point, which they can see because the guy's in everybody's chats, and the screenshots it's all documented. He talks about having all this stuff on file. It's like, dude, the shit that is on there on the internet about Scott is so thick. It's a folder so thick, like that he burnt himself to a crisp. He fucked himself hard, and he's lucky right now that COVID is out, and it's been like it's been for the last year and a half. But the shit clock is ticking.
So lucky.
Yeah, the shit clock is ticking.
The shit talk is clicking. Oh yeah.
To me though, like even if he didn't break any laws, which he did, and he will get fucked for, even if he didn't, nobody likes him anymore. Nobody wants him around. When nobody wants you around, it's like, what are you fighting for? Well, obviously we know what he's fighting for now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
he's fighting for destruction.
Somebody's putting him up to it.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious somebody's putting him up to it. And there's, a couple of people making him think that it's all of us talking to his family when he could very easily just go ask his sister, his mother, his father, who it is. And they would probably tell him, no, we don't know those people. I never spoke to them a day in my life. But nope, Scott would rather sit there and accuse all of us as doing it. So he gets to give himself a pass on being such a scumbag and fucking with innocent people.
And let alone content for his programs.
Well, his excuse is, I'm fucking with Shannon and other innocent people because they fuck with my families, when that's not the truth. We don't fuck with his family.
Nope.
We don't talk to them. We don't contact them. I never seen
I was surprised he had a sister to begin with, because until I found out that Dave Rose spoke to her.
I'm surprised she's not as fucking crazy as he is.
No, she's not. And, there's pretty good conversations with her. And listen, even his own family knows what's going on. I'll just put it to you that way. Even his own family is aware and has seen some crazy shit in the last 24 hours that they were like, wow. And that's upsetting because it's like you're letting your family down. You're letting it's really upsetting that a mother and a father have to sit there and see what their kid's doing shit like this, It's horrible that they got to see that. It's like they failed. They'll probably feel like they failed at being parents with this, and it's like, you can't help that your son's off all alone by himself, like just doing this. I mean, it's not their fault, but, it's sad situation that people have to be put in that predicament. I didn't contact them. I didn't ask anybody to contact them. Like, whoever did, that's on them, not me. I didn't contact them. So, but I feel bad that they have to go through this, man, because I don't want no parent to go through this,
Nobody.
It's horrible. This is horrible, seeing that your son is a online stalker.
A psycho. It's a psychopath.
It's got to be pretty fucking embarrassing for sure.
Yeah, especially when the parents see that it's
letdown.
not just one. When the parents see it's not just one person, it's like 40, 50 different people at once this guy's fighting and calling out and doxing and doing illegal shit. It's like all these people. So it just puts shit into perspective. When they see that, they could say, okay, if it was one or two people, maybe it's not my son. But like, oh my God, it's all these people. Then it says to them like, wow, okay, we see what the problem is, and they know what the problem is. The sister admitted it. Like she knows what the problem is. She knows her brother needs help. She can't give it to him. She can't get him to do it. Nobody can get him to do it.
Because he's at the fight. Because he's one of those guys that really who has it in his head that he's right and everybody else is wrong. There are lots of people like that. Yeah.
To admit his faults, he will continue to keep fucking fighting back, thinking that it's justifying him as being a quote unquote man and this so-called quote unquote fucking Christian. Fight fire with fire.
Sure.
Fucking psycho to everybody in the community that doesn't like you. A real fucking Christian, a real man would be like, this music's crazy, bro. I'm out. That's what a
Especially
fucking
when he's
motherfucker
making.
does.
Yeah, especially when he's making videos where he's like, well, I'm not like my family, then I do things differently. I'm going to fight. I'm not like my family, even though they want me to stop. And that's sad, bro. You're not like them? What do you mean you're not like them? It's your mom and your dad and your sister, bro. These are the people who raised you. Like, you're not like them?
Yeah.
Well, you should be. They want you to be like them. They want you to get help and fucking clean yourself up and start doing the right thing. But he can't. He refuses to do it. So therefore, he has to pay the hard way now. And his parents don't want to see him pay the hard way. And honestly, none of us really want to see him pay the hard way, but now I kind of do. But like, it's like now he's going to have to pay the piper. And his parents don't want to see that because they know there's no other way for this to end but bad for him. And all of us are going to get off scot-free at the end. We're all going to be scot-free. We're all going to be here still. He's not.
I don't want to see him dead. Like, I don't wish death upon my worst enemy. But he does deserve to be behind bars.
He does. We all agree on that one there.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Or in a padded room or something. One of those.
Ken, you can agree. I know you agree with me to this. Like, I'm probably one of the last ones on this call that is like tried to put him in the right direction, even when he was by himself. Like, you can't help people who don't want to help themselves, and once you see that, it's just like
it's like it's useless. It's like a losing battle,
Yeah, and that's difficult to say, but I don't know. I mean, now he started a war with me, and guess what, faggot? You just started something you can't finish, motherfucker.
Let me tell you, though, bro, listen, there's people in this community that are dangerous people, okay? You don't know who they are. They're in the chats having fun, and they respect people, right? And they don't pull out what they can do, and they don't use what they can do to people. But once in a while, those nice people that are very quiet, that have big powers, and they know what to do, once in a while, they say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be the judge now, and I'm going to step up, and I'm going to make this right. And those people are the ones who could pull the strings to actually get things done. And they're in our community. And trust me, they're going to judge on their own who's wrong and right. And when they take a look at the facts, they're going to know who's who. And those are the very same people that can put this guy out of business and put him to rest. And they're going to do it. And if they don't do it, the law will do it. And if the law don't do it, someone else will. Because eventually, everything will be put the right way. I guarantee it.
Is he really making fake accounts of your fucking kid's school? Dude, you're such a fucking scumbag, bro. Dude, I don't know if this is you or not, but whoever, I'm guessing this is him, because nobody would go to that fucking low.
He's coming up with all the stupid names.
You live in your fucking boyfriend's basement, and you're fucking making fun of somebody's kids.
Dude, it's a lie. They don't know my kid's school, bro. They can't figure that out, bro. They have no clue, bro. It's a lie, bro. It's a lie, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm not.
Everything he comes out is a lie.
Dude, I'm not some soft bitch that will run away and tuck my tails between my legs. I already took care of the situation today. Chris Moore and Scott will pay for what they did to everybody. Watch, they will. Yep. And it's already been in motion. They don't realize it, but they're already fucked for what they did. They're already fucked. They could keep putting school names in. It's further just proof. Even if it's not them and it's somebody else, it's all good because you know what? At the end of the day, you ain't doing shit to me or anyone else anyway.
Nope. We're still going to prevail no matter what.
Yeah, they're pussies, bro. Pussies.
I've already said if my name or girlfriend or address gets fucking doxxed, I'm fucking going straight to my fucking people. And guess what? I got friends in high fucking places my damn self. I got family that are cops, family that are lawyers, and I can get my way to where I can get his ass brought to the States to where he can get extradited really fucking quick. So you claim you got friends, buddy. You're playing with the right one. Like,
let me say this. There's a boy named, a dude I knew named Chris. His name is Chris, but this is a different Chris. But he knows members of the Latin Counts in the Mexican town area back in Detroit. If Simo keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to run into the Latin Counts due to my boy Chris, and next thing you know, boom, there's going to be a catastrophe happening pretty soon.
Detroit is not a fucking city to play in. I've learned and figured that out right the
Detroit is tough as nails, believe me.
New Orleans is too. I put New Orleans on the same level as Detroit. And guess what? They're all New Orleans cops, detectives, and lawyers. Faggot.
I
So,
was just recording videos, my bad. In Minnesota, it's not me. Shut the fuck up. I was talking to Nikki Nines this whole time on camera, so
Oh wow.
I was off the show. So, yeah.
No, it's all Scott. No, Minnesota. It's definitely Scott. He's the one coming up with those stupid ass names.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
Absolutely.
Nothing better to do with his life, dude. Think of it. Think of like who would be doing stuff like this? A person who sits in a basement with no life and no fucking family, no friends, no nothing.
No job.
That's who does this stuff. You
No
know, that's
job.
who does this stuff. People who got dull faces and long hair and lie and they're really living in their parents' basement. They sit there and they do shit like this all night long. They look like the Mask.
Dildos.
You know what I mean? They look like fucking what's his name from the Mask, and they have long hair and they look with a plain face, and this is what they do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They want to hurt people.
Yep.
It's all good, bro. It all comes back to them. It all will come back at the end of the day. I don't care. They could put out my kid's school name and this and that, and it's all good, bro. Like they're doing that.
Ken, you're a better man than me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Saying what?
I think he did.
Yeah, well, it's all good, man. Oh, they almost scored there.
Dude, I'm just saying, if my kid's name or girl's name was put on the airways,
there's going to be a catastrophe.
That Reddit, well, Byrd, come on.
Go ahead, Wire. I'm sorry.
That Reddit account is a good account. Whoever deleted the Reddit account, that's there's a real Reddit. That's I think he's wrenched in DDR's Rose's chat. So, but Dr. Brown, you have a record viewer count for this episode.
I know, yeah. It's pretty interesting here.
3-2 tight game. Boston scored.
Oh yeah, this is a tight game.
Who gives a fuck, dude? Who gives a fuck if he's
dude.
We don't root for no teams, or you don't have no teams, so stop being a.
We just love watching the game in general.
All about New York hockey, man. Come on.
Yep.
New York. I kind of want to see. I want to see Boston get their ass kicked and cry like bitches. So.
Oh shit! This is a tight part of the game right now.
Ken, what's the score?
It's 3-2, man, with 5 minutes left.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's got the lead? The Islanders.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
We're at that point of the game where Ken is sweating like a piece of shit, and we're also at the point where the Islanders are going to blow it like they always do. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
dude.
Oh, dude. Fucking don't fucking say that, you fuck.
Dude, oh man.
Oh god.
Oh dear. Oh man.
That was fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm a dick.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay because my football team can't win a fucking playoff game at all. So, neither can my favorite basketball team. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Bucks can't win a fucking game. The Saints can't win a fucking game.
I was on the Skype call with Nick Nines the whole time doing
Nick
some
Nines.
stuff.
I'm surprised he's not on the call, by the way.
What happened?
What?
You went out.
Yeah, you went out at the very end.
Vikings are trying to stir shit. That's all.
Oh, Jesus. Vikings fan.
Oh.
Minnesota Vikings fan. You know, I was once the governor of Minnesota, but a slack-jawed faggot. My name is Minnesota Vikings fan. I'm the biggest one there is. I'm a slack-jawed faggot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My voice sounds like a fucking fat sloth. My voice is a fat slothy piece of shit.
He didn't even fucking block